Cat Crazy 8-bit attacked. X1000.
Welcome to the stream. Hi everybody, how are you all doing today? Hope you are all doing wonderful. And welcome to the most boring stream of them all. We've got some boring things to do today, and I thought, you know what? You can come along with me and be bored with me. We've got boring stuff to do, everybody, so climb aboard, climb aboard. We've got boring stuff to do. It is a boring day to be sure. Welcome everybody, hope you are all doing wonderful today. And let me check in with the chat here. Let's see. You're all excited for a board stream. Good stuff.
X1000. Hi Scar, thanks for the love and real wishes. The second cat came back today.
Yes!
They are both home safe and sound now. He spent...
Let's see. I'm so excited. Wait, I missed the last part of your stream. You spent 2 weeks. Dude, I'm so happy both your cats have came back. For the chat, there's been a saga here in the Scar stream of different screams like cats. They've been gone, right? They've been gone. And then one finally came back, and then there was one missing, and finally the other one has come back. So that makes me so happy that both cats are finally back. So all the good vibes and wishes, they worked. That's fantastic. So yeah, thank you for the bits, by the way, and I'm so happy that both your cats are back. Let me see. Tony J 1989, thank you for the 12-month resubscription, very much appreciated. That is right, 1 year, the gold badge, looking fancy. Embrace your inner wolf, thank you for the bits, very much appreciated. Thank you for the 2 months. And hey Scar, good to see you, sir. Well, good to see you, my friend. Let's see, Hens 10, you know me and names, mispronounce them. People come from far and wide to hear me mispronounce the name, but welcome aboard to Starship Good Times. Let's see, rights not reserved, thank you for the 13 months, very much appreciated. A whole year with Hawkeye, that is very true, a year and a month. Let's see, magnificent GNU, thank you for the 34 months. 34, that's amazing. Thank you so very much. And let me see. Let's see. Spookbird, thank you for the 10 months. Very much appreciated. Haven't been able to catch a stream in a little bit. So excited to catch this one. Well, I'm so sorry to tell you, this is a boring stream. So unfortunately, you caught the boring stream, but welcome nevertheless. Overflow, thank you for the 10 gifted subscriptions aboard the Starship Good Times. That is very much appreciated. Let's see. Let me check one chat. Lefty Howdy, thank you for the brand new subscription and welcome aboard in Cheswick, UK. Thank you for the brand new subscription also. Welcome aboard, climb aboard, have a good time. Let's see, you're here for the boring stream all the way. Oh, that's great. Let's see, is he going to make a boring machine? I will break a boring machine. Let's see. John Gart, thank you for the 5 gifted subscriptions aboard the Starship Good Times. That's very much appreciated. Very much. I think I have a boring hat. I think I have a boring company hat somewhere. Here's a funny hat. Let's see. Skycold34, thank you for the 8-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. How goes making friends with Doc effort? I mostly just avoid him. And that works the best. That absolutely works the best for me. So avoid, and it works. Oh gosh, so I wasn't recording during the horse incident, and I asked B-Dubs if I could have a clip from it so I could show it in my next video, and it is brutal. If you guys want to see one of the clips, let me know. It is so sad. Oh, it is so sad. It's a sad moment. And a wild Pixel Rift raid. Welcome, Pixels. Welcome. Get on in here, Pixels. Welcome. Great to have you. Come on in. Great to have you all. Very much appreciate the raid, Pixel. Hope you had a great stream and hope you have a great rest of your day. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Let's say the darkness. Thank you for the bits. Very much appreciated. All right. Are you guys ready to start the boringest stream of all boring streams? It's about to happen. If I push the right button, that is. Game screen. Minecraft. Minecraft. I need a technical help, by the way. I can't. I told you this was going to be a boring stream. We just have a black screen. I told you. Why does this always happen to me? I'll never understand it. Oh, hello. Welcome, Minecraft. It's good to have you. Good to have you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'm sorry, Raiders, that came from Pixel Stream. This is a boring stream. I do have to reiterate that. Okay, anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to Hermitcraft. Here we go. So I need your help, right? So we're going to be doing chess monster sorting. I told you it would be a boring stream. Casper447, thank you for the 5-month subscription. Very much appreciated. This is ASMR Times with Scar. That's right. We are going to be doing the most boring thing of all time. We are going to be sorting resources. Now, I have a question. Okay? Because it's not all we're gonna do. This is part of what we're gonna do. So I need a technical help. I need technical help. So if I put my camera account right on the loons, if I put it right here and I fly away, will my camera account keep this area loaded and the machine's working and clicking and moving and a minecart's moving around and stuff, right? It will work because I'm scared. Okay, it is. All right. Okay. All right. Star25080, thank you for the brand new subscription. Very much appreciated. Very, very much. Blue8033, thank you for the 36-month resubscription. Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. And Bang V, thank you for the brand new subscription also. And Nikki, hey, Duzuski, thank you for the 13-month resubscription. 1 year more than a year. That's amazing. My voice just cracked. Wait. Somebody said probably, and I saw a no. Uh-oh. Are we sure? Is there any technical person? Hey, Docson, guys. We can go ask him. He's our friend. Oh, Doc. Doc, best friend. Let me just put this on here. Doc, best friend.
War wirklich aggro. Okay. Anders wie bei uns daheim.
Doc! Mr. Handsome! I know I heard him. I know I heard Doc somewhere. Doc! Mr. Handsome! Smartest man in Minecraft! I know he's around here somewhere. Doc!
What?
Oh, Doc, I'm just over here with my chat, my stream going here, and just wanted to talk to you real quick, the most handsome man in Minecraft. Wait, why is he moving so fast? Hi, okay, so my chat has given me mixed messages. Doc! You just have a beautiful glow about you today. It's just extraordinary. Anyway, so
you know, I'm collecting the resources at the moment to destroy you, right?
No, you would never.
Right.
That was green the whole time.
Yeah.
It was green. Okay, Doc.
What do you want?
Okay. All right. So so hypothetically, right? If this is the center of Scarland, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then these are my storage things, like so. Okay, that's a bad example. If I put my camera account right here and I fly away, so I'm not in these chunks anymore, will my storage system keep operating? Like even though there's just a camera account in the area?
Well, yeah. Like in a simulation distance we have is like 10 chunks.
I think it's 12.
Everything. No.
Oh no. Oh, that's render
distance. We have the render distance set to 16.
Okay.
But we didn't change our simulation distance accordingly, so it's still sitting at 10. I told Zuma 8 times. Right now I'm working with 10. Whatever I build, based on 10.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's a pretty big area. So 20 chunks radius pretty much. You should be able to load. That should be.
But if I flew away as like my main account, like me, and I left my camera account, my spectator account there, does the
work.
redstone still click and move? And
Yeah, it's like a chunk loader. If you sit there.
okay, perfect. Okay,
But you cannot spawn mobs with it also.
okay, that's okay. I just need the minecarts to move.
Yeah, entities and redstone will work.
Doc, you're so smart.
Yeah, let me get back to.
All right, everybody say goodbye to the
device.
smartest man and most handsome man in Minecraft.
Hey, did you see my Twitter, by the way? I got jelly.
You know I went to look and she was still with me. You know that made me go and look. Goodbye,
Dude,
handsome.
but it was the cutest cat. Later.
Oh gosh, oh man. Oh. All right. All right, that worked. Also, this song is putting me to sleep, so I'm gonna change it. I'm not looking at the screen. I'll probably die, but that's okay. All right. Oh, just at the last minute, swerved and avoided great death. All right, let's go. Let's go get bored together. Let's get bored. Let's get bored together. We're getting bored together. Let's see. Let me check what the chat. How you guys doing? Let's see. Hype train level 6. Wow. That's amazing. Thank you guys. Very much appreciated. Guns for Hire, thank you for the brand new subscription. Very much appreciated. And Dokabor, thank you for the 7-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. And a Madden Chan coming in at 88 months. 88 months. Madden, welcome to stream, first of all. Hope you were doing well. Hopefully the family's doing good. 88 months. Wow. Right, 94. Thank you for the 4-month resubscription. And 6 votes. 7713. Thank you for the 9 months. Very much appreciated. Madden, that's just wild. Thank you so much. All right, so my friends, we've got a problem. I needed to work on cleaning this all up. I was also really bored doing it, so I thought the nicest thing I could do in the entire world for my favorite people in the world, make you bored with me too. I thought it would be great. I did 81. Thank you for the 5 gifted subscriptions aboard the Starship Good Times. Okay, let's get bored together. But while we're getting bored together, while I try to figure out how to organize this entire mess here, let's see. This is just gonna be bad. Also, I need to double check that something is actually working. Last time I checked, for whatever reason, some people put items, and I think it was green, by the way. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it was green. Put items into my shulker sorter and not the loose items sorter. So if I put this in here, I didn't hear any clickety clacks. Did you hear any clickety clacks? I didn't hear any clickety clacks. My gosh, what do you can't even have a cleaning lady these days. It doesn't. Is it working? Oh, dude, it's finally working. Okay, this was not working before. It was Joe. Okay, all right, we blame Green. I'm sorry, Green. I'm sorry. Okay, so it is working now. Okay, fantastic, because I pulled out a bunch of junk out of this system. You can't see it, but behind this wall, if I had a pickaxe, you'd see it. There's a bunch of redstone just for item sorters. Okay, look at us, guys. Look at us. Look at us go. This is amazing. We're already getting progress. Wow, those doors are confusing. Anyway, guys. All right. I know we're getting right into it. I'm gonna bore you so badly. We're going right into Disney talk. That's right. We're going right in. Going right in. Did you guys see? This makes me really happy. Did you guys see that Disney once again is starting to roll back their awful policies that were enacted under the Chapek era? First policy. Oh my gosh, how are we going to organize this all? It's just such a mess. Look at this. Look at this. How am I going to sort through all this? This is all the resources that were, used in the construction of the castle. This is gonna be awful. Anyway, okay. So right, they've been slowly just bit by bit, maybe pulling back a little bit and a little bit. I've been so critical of them lately, you know, because of these things. And I got to give it to them. As I said before, you know, when they do something well, I'm going to give them a pat on the back. And unfortunately, it's starting in 2024, not immediately, but in 2024, if you buy, you know, day tickets, you buy a park hopper, you buy like a 3-day, a 4-day, a 5-day, 6-day, whatever the amount of days that you want on your ticket to go to Disney World, you don't have to get reservations anymore, which is, oh my gosh, Disney, thank God. Like when I look at going to Disneyland, first of all, the costs have just gotten astronomical. This is why we made our own park, by the way, have our own fun. But also just the complexity of like, you need to make sure you get your reservations for your park. You need to make sure you get, you need to make sure you need to make sure, my brain just went 100% blank there for a second. You need to make sure that, I don't know, God only knows. But there's just so many like little weird intricacies that you have to do that you didn't have to do in 2011, or not 2011, 2019. And it's so good to see them just slowly rolling back. But you would never want to roll it back all the way and admit that you were wrong and terrible and awful. So you just do it in little bits, right? That must be something they teach people in PR school. They're like, hey, you made a giant mistake and people think you're the dumbest person in the world. But it's okay. It's okay. You're just going to roll it back in little pieces. You're just going to roll it back in little pieces. Let's see. Is this Disneyland exclusive? Or is Disneyland as expensive as Disney World? That's a good question, and I want to get back to that question. Don't let me forget that. But I want to follow up on what I was saying, that, oh my gosh, this is such a mess. I'm excited about this, as you can tell. Like I'm excited because it shows that maybe things will get better. So if you buy a ticket, right? You get a hotel package, you just get tickets, none of that. So those are called like date-based tickets. So no longer you have to reservations. Now for people who buy non-date-based tickets, there may still be reservations, and annual passporters still have to do the reservations. But they have some more leniency on that nowadays, which is good. So those are positives. And I always got to call it out, right? I've been so critical of them and their very anti-guest practices lately that I gotta give them credit where it's due, and that's a good step. That's a good step forward, to at least making me want to go back to the parks. So, as for, is Disneyland cheaper than Disney World? Well, hence I haven't been to Disney World since I was 10, 9.5 actually, but I would say yes, you could probably go to Disneyland cheaper than Disney World. Why I say that is Disneyland has a lot of what they call good neighbor hotels, and those are along Harbor and some of the other roads surrounding, and you can get some relatively good deals at some of those hotels. Unlike where in Disney World, you're kind of in a bubble, and those hotels have gotten outrageously expensive. So yeah, I would say Disneyland, you could spend less, right? Spend less staying at one of the, the Harbor hotels. And second, you could spend less days at Disneyland, go on more attractions and more rides, because little do most people know, Disneyland has a higher density attraction number than Disney World does. So like in the two parks, there is more attractions than Disney World in total. It's actually a real fact. So yeah, I would say you could probably, wait, my camera account? What's wrong with my camera account? What happened? What happened? I'm checking on it. Is it still here? It's still here. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's there. If it's not there, we break the whole system. It would be really bad. So yeah, I would say it's cheaper to go to Disneyland. But don't take me 100% on that. I'm talking 2019 numbers. I haven't looked. I haven't looked in a while. But I just got to say, like, you got to give credit when somebody does something good. You got to give them credit, even though you've been frustrated with them and their awful policies. It is good. It would be nice if Disney went a little more or less like, hey, everybody. Sound like Mickey Mouse. Oh, everybody, get your phones out, everybody. Stare at your phones. Stare at your phones, everybody. So yeah, let's work Disney towards, let's maybe do a lot less phones. Would be great. A lot less needing your phone. I don't know about you, but if I go to Disneyland or Disney World, the last thing in the world that I want to do is look at my phone. I might be just completely wrong in that. Maybe people are just so addicted to like they just can't stop. They're like meeting Mickey. It's like, just a minute, Mickey. got a text. Still texting. Like I would, the last thing I would want to do is that. Like I would want to get away from the phone. Like that's what I'd want to do. Only to take pictures, right? Yeah. And I would probably set it so I would only be able to take pictures with it. DTG Coach, thank you so much for the 47-month resubscription. Very much appreciated, my friend. Very, very, very much. Yeah, Disney used to consider themselves like, quote unquote, like an escape, right? They take you out of the world and they put you in these stories that they've created in their own little worlds, right? Unspoken Mouse, thank you for the brand new subscription. And you know, that's kind of how they would design their things, that you would leave the world. And I've talked about this before, but it bears repeating. When the park was first opened in Disneyland, right? You had your turnstiles, kind of went off in like a half moon shape. And on the far end here, you had a shop that was split in two, right? So this shop was half in the park and half out of the park. So in the park, it sold your mouse ears, your film, and all those things, right? Film, right? Back in the olden days. So the shop was cut in half, right? So it had like park related things. And on the opposite side of the park, so outside the park of this, because it was cut in half, it sold newspapers. And it was designed to show that you were leaving the world of today and entering the world of, you know, fantasy frontier, but you know. So it was such a cool little thing to show like you're leaving the world. And I just thought that was such a cool little thing. Obviously they got rid of that and God only knows what they're selling there now. Just some junk. But it was such a cool thing back in the day because everything was designed to like pull you out of the world and take you in another world. So yeah, I thought it was super cool. Well, the shop was cut in half via like basically like the turnstile fences and stuff. How long ago was back in the day? That's a good question. How long ago was back in the day? Well, I mean, that's relative for anyone. Back in the day to me, I guess, would be like early 2000s if I'm talking about film, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Why is he only taking $1 at a time? I don't know. I said it was a boring stream. All right. Hello.
Casback Gaming Bit attacked. X500. Here's a space and Imagineering question. If you were designing a theme park on the moon, what attractions would you make to take advantage of the lower gravity?
Wow, that's a wildly amazing idea. Guys, that's a crazy cool idea. Wow. Oh my gosh. First of all, I'm looking for my pickaxe. I lost it. I need my pickaxe. Where did I put my pickaxe, by the way, guys? Wow, that... Just a minute, Jelly. Wow, how would you take advantage of not no gravity, but I forgot the actual percentage. Wow, that's such an interesting idea. Tethered jumps. Like you're tethered and you get like launched up into space and then they pull you back down, right? Bouncy castles. I love the idea of like you're tethered, right? And then they launch you and you just like fly up into the darkness and they pull you back down. It would be terrifying. I really would love my pickaxe. What happened to my pickaxe? Oh well. Man, see, this is the problem of trying to organize this. Everything is so mixed up, right? There's just some random boxes. So maybe I just start just grabbing these and just putting them in the storage system. Because I guess in my head, I keep going back and forth, like, should I organize this and take it? Maybe I'm just gonna bring these and start turning it on. I actually don't know the most efficient way to clean this up.
Amazing. Much love to you, Scar, and your amazingness. Can we get plus 30 minutes to the stream for the big...
Let's see, wait, hold on. Let's see, I cut you off. Can we get a plus 30 minutes to the stream for the Big B trap killing limited life? Wait, hold on a second. Are you telling me that I could have got an extra 30 minutes because I did get that why can't I say Big B? The Big B trap kill. I was robbed of 30 minutes. Oh, man. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, so if you guys don't know, we watched the Lego, I think it was it from Awesome Studios or Amazing Studios? We watched their Every Death in Limited Life in Legos, and it was just amazing. And what we found out was that my trap that I set at the nosy neighbors actually went off and killed Big B, but I didn't know that. I'm pretty sure nobody told me just to have lols, considering how frustrated I've been about not getting a kill with a trap. So that means that I did not get my 30 minutes. Gem, I was robbed. Thank you so much. Jelly, please stop. Gem, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome to the most boring stream on Twitch. You're about to witness a magnificent event here. We're gonna actually, you know what? Let's turn the storage system on as it was intended to be turned on. Hold on. I've never pushed this button, and this is the actual way it's supposed to be turned on. Bam. Oh, look at that. I even rigged up the lights. Take that, Doc. Who's the redstone genius now? So yeah, now the system is actually operating and sending out minecarts and stuff like that. Sweet. But yeah, welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream, and thank you, Jem, for the raid. Very, very much appreciated. Hopefully you guys had a great time over at Jem's stream. Did she slay Etho 26 times? Did she slay Etho 26 times? Not today. Sadly, not today. Okay. I also, chat, I did lose my pickaxe, so if anybody remembers where I put my stuff when I clear my inventory, that would be appreciated. That would be appreciated. I do not know where I stored it. That'd be great. So we are organizing things and just ranting about my tentpole topics here on stream. It's in the orange shulker. No. Sadly, no. Will we ever find it? I still look at all this mess and I'm like, I don't know how to organize this. So I'm thinking maybe some of the boxes like this, we manually sort and go put in the machine, or go put in a specific box, like all of these boxes of sand. And then we just clear out all this miscellaneous stuff and put it in the sorter. I think that might be the bigger brain move than what I was doing. So I think that might actually work out. All right, let me check my chat here. Hey, nobody, thank you for the 10 gifted subscriptions aboard the Starship Good Times. Thank you so much for the support. Very, very much appreciated. Elender coming in at 47 month subscription. Very much appreciated. Andy coming in with 500 bits. Very much appreciated. Once again, I don't think I thanked you because I went on my rant. What is the most efficient way to organize this? Should I just grab out empty shulker boxes and then just throw all of this in it? Maybe. Let's see. Hey, Scar, I'm going to Disney in July and bringing my Scarland hoodie. Oh, I love it. Please, if you want, post a picture in the Discord or somewhere. You know, if you're just like, yeah, Scarland hoodie. I love seeing all the Scarland merch at the parks. It brings me so much happiness. Let's see. Beloveds, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subscriptions aboard the Starship Good Times. Very much appreciated. And just Mark Online, thank you for the 3-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. I think I'm gonna say that this is the most efficient means of organizing right now. Mumbo made a new button in the shopping district. Oh, he did he? Oh, he did he? Well, we're gonna have to take a pit stop and take a peek at that. And a wild zombie Cleo of the armor stand variety arrives. Well, hello there. Okay, let's go sort this. Oh no, guys, it's the anonymous, it's that beautiful anonymous gifter. Oh my gosh, I want to thank this person. Anonymous once again. I have a feeling it's the same it's the same anonymous mystery soul out in the world, but thank you so much. I can't even express how much I appreciate that. Not only supporting the stream, but also giving subscriptions to, you know, people who maybe can't get one, and now they've got the jelly emotes. They can join the Discord. So thank you so very, very much. I can't even put that into words. That is so appreciative. So yeah, thank you so much. That's just beyond generous. Beyond generous. Let's see. Star Chat, I'm becoming a Disney park enthusiast in part because of you. Oh, I love that. That makes me very happy. All right, Q&A Scar time. Okay. Ask me. All right, let's test my Disney knowledge in terms of like theme park stuff. When it comes to movies and stuff, I've never been like a huge Disney movie person. Like, I have a great love and appreciation for animation. And you know, I like the movies, but parks is where that's like my favorite thing. Dr. Med, thank you so much. Gosh, you guys are just too much today. Dr. Med, thank you for the 10 gifted subscriptions in Universe 1998. Thank you for the 3 gifted subscriptions to the community. That is very, very, very generous of the both of you. Very much appreciated. Do I prefer 2D or 3D animation? I prefer 2D. I love hand-drawn stuff. It's just my favorite stuff. It is my favorite. And you know, I'm not taking anything away from, you know, 3D, because there's lovely and amazing artists that work on that stuff. But that's just my preferred style, quite honestly. And I really wish that like computer generated, you know, CGI could get to the point where you could mimic more of like the 2D hand-drawn look.
Bo_darling bit attacked. X500. Sorry, not park questions, but I would love to know your opinions on the finale for both Mandalorian and Bad Batch, because I was a little underwhelmed.
Oh, sorry, it always gets cut off, but a little bit underwhelmed to be. Oh, the Scarvis cut off one character of what you wrote. Scarvis. Okay, yeah. We could do a bit more of a review on these things. So as a whole, I thought Bad Batch, I think I like this season the most out of the 2 seasons. There are some episodes that kind of, it feels like you kind of like trudging through mud. It feels like you're just trudging through mud, and it's like, what are we doing? But the episode with Cody, oh my god, that was really good. The episode with Palpatine, oh my god, that was like my favorite Palpatine scene, I think, of all time. And there's a lot of Palpatine out there, so I was beyond floored with how great that was. As for okay, this is gonna sound really bad, but I almost can't even remember the finale. Oh, okay, I remember now. See, that might be an issue of it. That yeah, the end maybe was a little underwhelming because I literally couldn't think of what happened. Oh, that's so bad. But no, I overall did like it. I could see how the ending was, you know, it didn't really do too much. But yeah, I can't believe I forgot the end. Oh, that's bad. But like I said, I loved, this might sound also as awful as me forgetting the end, is that the episodes without the Bad Batch were some of the better episodes, which is weird, right? At least for me, like I love the episodes with Crosshair, Cody, and those episodes with like Palpatine, but I don't know. Like I said, I thought it was actually a little bit better than the first season, even though the episode 1 was fantastic of the first season. So when it comes to Mando, that I would say, I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit underwhelmed by Mando a little bit. It just there's something felt very off about the whole season. And it's not that there wasn't good parts to it, things that we enjoy, interesting stories to be told and said and stuff like that. There was just from the very beginning just a feeling of something not 100% correct. Like just I guess it comes to me that I feel like there was some moving pieces that did not get aligned after season 2 concluded. And I always go back to the fact that Book of Boba Fett had 2 episodes of what felt like Mandalorian. And I really think that they missed a lot of story beats of having Mando and Baby Yoda separated and how that impacted both of them. Instead, it was basically just this rush job of like getting them back together. And to me, that smells of corporate, that smells of like corporate nonsense. To me, that sounds like Bob Chapek and Kathleen Kennedy were like, get that Baby Yoda back on the screen right now. I can picture both of them like, we gotta pump these numbers and not thinking about like the artistic thing, right? Like how is the best way to tell this? That's why when I look at that, I'm just like, this has Bob Chapek, and because he was still the CEO at that time, and Kathleen Kennedy. I bet they both were like, get that Baby Yoda back on the screen. I don't know. I'm just making that up probably, but it felt like that is why it got rushed so much. I just feel like there were so many story beats that were just missing. But you know, like I said, with Bad Batch, I still enjoyed it. It was still good. It just felt like there were so many times where it was like, and I think you guys probably know my personal opinion on this. I really, really dislike cameos in Star Wars. There's a reason why like they chose actors that generally weren't like well known, and when they have cast actors that have been well known like Woody Harrelson or you know these actors that they did cast, they weren't Woody Harrelson or they weren't these particular characters. They were the characters of Star Wars. And like when they brought Jack Black in, it was just Jack Black in Star Wars, and it just felt like a weird parody, and I really didn't like that. I wasn't familiar with the singer, so I just thought she was just an actor. It's like, but Jack Black, obviously, you know. But maybe it was a good thing. Maybe it was a good thing because I saw the funniest tweet that I've ever seen, or at least I haven't seen in a long time, was that thank God that the Mandalorian revived a failed gaming YouTuber's career, which I thought was really, really funny. But yeah, when Jack Black was on there, I'm just like, oh God. It's nothing against him. It just felt so out of place. And even the Doc, like, you know, you love the Doc from Back to the Future, and even that just felt odd. I don't know. There's just certain things of that season that to me that didn't make any sense. And you know how much I love the season 1, 2 of The Mandalorian. So I enjoyed it, but there were some parts in it that just were like, the pirates were iffy. It's like stuff like that was just so on the nose. Like, we're pirates. We're also wearing like red and white striped shirts, and our ship literally has a sailing wheel. I can forgive that stuff. It was a little goofy, but I can forgive that stuff. Like that's just silly, like nitpicky stuff. I guess the main thing that I'm gonna say that I don't know. It's so hard to put my finger on like why the season fell off. It's so difficult. It's not instantly like understandable. Like what went off. Like I know when I finished the episode, the first thing that finally came into my mind that it's how I felt when Lost concluded, where it felt like there was a lot of like incredible like plot points that were just like pushed aside just to conclude. And maybe that's why, you know, they built up this whole thing with, you know, with Baby Yoda, you know, his midichlorians and the clones. And then just in like one push of a button, that whole like story just poofs and gone. That's like, dang, okay. So you built that up for all these seasons just for like Mando to push like 2 buttons and now they're just dead. Just woo. I just feel like that there could have been a little more payoff. Maybe the clones could have, you know, maybe come to life and tried to start fighting. Maybe just give it a try. I know that's really nitpicky, but it's just how I felt. Like it just felt odd. But I love seeing Mandalore. That was really cool. Lots of Mandalorians, which was fantastic. At the end, I would say like the end was one of my favorites. Like the end scene of Mando season 3 was so awesome. You had Baby Yoda and you had Mando, and they were just chilling. They were just chilling out in their cabin. And it made me so happy. I want that as a Lego.
I know nothing about Baby Mandalin, but R2-D2 is still my favorite Dalek in Star Trek.
That's funny. I like that. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I watched every episode as they came out at midnight. And also I want that as a Lego, the little cabin. And it really followed kind of the arc of a 1950, 60, whatever, Western, where, you know, like the gunslinger comes in, saves the day, but then is cast off and just lives in his cabin. which is, you know, it's interesting that's how they played that, which is good. You know, I think it worked. I've listened to some people's commentary, and a lot of people had the consensus that they felt like this season was like resetting the board in a way, if that makes sense. Like Mando ended so perfectly in season 2, and they kind of need to set it up to go into the future. And they kind of needed to put Bo here, and they needed to do this, and they needed to do that. So it was kind of like a setup season, maybe like moving players off the board, bringing players on the board, etc. So maybe that's the case. Still felt awkward. Still was an awkward writing. It just had such a different feel. It did feel a little bit like Book of Boba Fett in a way. I need to check these to make sure that they're still working. It looks like everything is actually still working successfully. Man, this is exciting, actually. Let's go check our overflow bin and make sure that's not broken. Felt rushed. Yeah, it just felt... at times it did feel a little bit like lazy writing. And that's the same with Book of Boba Fett. At times. And then there was like really good episodes, right? Like that was the same thing with Book of Boba Fett. Like there was like really great moments, and then a lot of like, I don't know, it's odd. It's just an odd season. I love season 1 and 2 so much, and it was all right. It was okay. I as I said, I watched it. Not a season that I'm like super excited to go and rewatch, if that makes sense. There's nothing in it that I'm like, oh, I want to rewatch that. But when I go back and watch season 1, like I love season 1, I think, for the fact that I was kind of down and out with Star Wars at that point, after coming off of like somehow Palpatine returned or whatever. And I watched this and it was so refreshing that you basically had an entire slate of new characters and really good characters at that, right? You had Mando, they introduced Baby Yoda, you had Quill, you had the droid, what's his name? You know, the number guy, IG something or other. You know, like it was really, really cool. They were all new characters and it was so far away from all of the hustle and bustle of like the sequels and all of that. Like it was so separated from that I think it was so refreshing. And then each season it's kind of gotten more and more closer to like kind of the main threads of Star Wars, which maybe that's why I was kind of like, because I just loved how separate it was from that. Like it was this really insular story, but you know, whatever. Like I said, it was fun. And we do have to give them props, right? Because Coruscant was represented so well. So well. It was like watching George Lucas Coruscant again, and it made me very happy because Coruscant is one of my favorite planets. Sometimes it's my favorite, sometimes Naboo's my favorite. I go back and forth, but it was so cool to see. I was just so happy to see the I was just so happy to see how well Coruscant was portrayed. Because there were some other, you know, interpretations of Coruscant that just weren't right. They weren't right. They were terrible. And they made me angry. As a Coruscant fan, I did not like them. But this was good. Very good. Well done. Well done on your Coruscant. I really love the scene where you had the spy, right? Oh, don't get me into the spy business again. Don't say plural and then not give us spies. Anyway. When she was down in kind of the underbelly of Coruscant, that was so cool. That was such a great scene where she activated like the Imperial droid and stuff. It's really cool. Will I watch Ahsoka? I am very excited about Ahsoka. I am very excited about Ahsoka. I've said it before. I probably made a mistake by getting so excited about Ahsoka because I've been trying not to get excited about trailers and getting let down, but I just can't. It looks so good. Like, I really want my pickaxe, by the way. Want pickaxe. Let's go make sure that this is actually working. All right, I'm in my camera account. Here. Let's go under here and see if this is actually working. I just get really paranoid when I'm operating this that it's gonna break, but it really does look like it's efficiently moving. Like it really does look like everything is doing what it's supposed to do. Look at the little mine carts. Look at them go. Look at them go. Look at them go. All right, let's go over here. Make sure all of this is going well. Nothing's getting backed up. Okay, this looks good over here. Good, good, good. Can I open these? Yes, yes, we're not losing minecarts either. Oh, this is perfect. Let's just do a cursory check to make sure these are still... Okay, looking good, looking good. Oh boy, this one always breaks. If you guys could tell me why this always breaks, I'd appreciate it. Oh, this is good. Oh, good. None of the problem chests except that one are broken. Nice.
X1000. Thrawn, Zon's vision of him anyway, is the best villain ever written.
Let's see. Thrawn, Zon's vision of him anyway is the best villain. Yeah, so I've read the first, well, the canon version of Thrawn. I keep meaning to go back and watch. I keep meaning to go back. My brain just shut down. I keep meaning to go back and read the one that's not canon. whatever the one is not. Quiet Jelly. Is everything okay, mods? People getting wild? Yeah, the first one, the one it's legends that they uncanonized or whatever. I need to go back and watch that. I really want to see that. Oh yeah, guys, they're recording Total Chaos, and I'm just streaming right now. So, you know, I'm just gonna hang out with the chat and stuff like that. I had like a pretty awful day, so I just want to like chill out with you guys and have the most boring stream ever, if that makes sense. So we're just gonna chill, and they're gonna have fun over there, and we're gonna hang out over here. Did I find my my stuff? No, I have no idea what box it is, and I am losing rockets. I am losing. I am losing items very quick, or rockets that is. So yeah. All right, so yeah, I am very excited for Ahsoka. I'm very excited, and as Rascal said, he was very excited because one of Rascal Wolf that is here in the chat, one of his favorite things about Dave Filoni is finding the hidden wolves, and he already found them in the trailer. So he already found Dave Filoni's hidden wolves. Jelly, you're a nuisance. You know where Jelly screams at the door, right? I clean the door, right? You know, clean it, make it all nice and shiny and clear. And I go over there and I see there's a little pane, right? There's like a little pane at the bottom where she just puts her dumb little head and just goes, meow, open, meow, open, right? And it gets little spits, and there's little Jelly spits all over it. I'm like, Jelly, stop soiling my door. I just cleaned it. There's little spits from her meowing incessantly. This is going so slow. Is this even moving at this point? I think we've backed the whole system up really bad at this point. Okay, we might have to go do something else because I think I've tapped the system out. The system is beyond capacity at the moment. I hope I didn't break anything. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, you know what it's doing? It's actually sorting really slow. See how it's like right here? Like it's pulling like single items. Yeah, it's sorting really slow. I'm sure if there was like a Redstone genius, they'd be like, okay, switch this, move this piece here and there. Maybe in a future system, we redesign it a little bit. Because if it was pulling the wood out right now, or the dirt that is, it would be going way quicker. Yeah, it's going pretty slow. Why don't we go organize some of the boxes so it's more like solid items than like singles. Yeah, it's such a good system, but I think I have like a bit of a bottleneck in it. By the way, for you computer experts out there, I'm still looking for my stuff. What box did I put it in? Somebody mentioned the ender chest. I don't think so. No, my ender chest is full. Did I throw my stuff into the storage system? Where did I put it? This is the most frustrating thing ever. Ah, there we go. Sweet. That's gonna make life a lot easier. Okay, let's do some manual sorting. So let's do it this way. We're gonna take these. These are all sand, and we're just gonna put these in the box as they're supposed to be. As they are supposed to be. All right, let me check them in the chat. Oh, computer question. Yes. So I feel like I might be getting close to needing a new computer. Not yet, but soon. Maybe within this year, maybe early next year. Are we in a better place than we were the last few years when it comes to PC components, availability, price, etc.?
29-bit attacked. X1000. Hey Scar. Southern Oregon are here. Are you as tired of the rain as I am? Lol, have a great day.
Oh, Husky, thank you so much for the bits. Very, very much appreciated. You know what? Sun has come through the window, and it's a very good thing. Sun has come through. Yeah, I feel like we've gotten a lot of rain this year. A lot of rain. So yeah, I am excited for some rain-free time. I want to go on the off-road wheelchair. want to do some stuff like that. And yeah, it'd be really nice to get some time away from the rain. 100% agree. Yeah, so what do you guys think? What do you think? Prices better, availability better? Yeah, it's gonna be hot here actually on the weekend, I noticed. It's been weird weather like the last day or two where like sun might poke through and then it's just like pouring rain. Roar! All out rain. All out. Availability is better, prices not really. Okay. That's kind of the consensus I see. Like availability is better, prices are still high. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of I'm in a spot where my computer's not dying, but I work my computer to the bone. Like I really work my computer to the bone, and it's I can start seeing little things that might be going wrong. And there also something I'd like to do, and this was my plan with this computer from the beginning, was I wanted to replace it. Oh, it's sorting something here. I was like, why are you clicking at me? I wanted to replace it closer. Not when it's dying, that is. I need a backup computer, because if I'm making videos and I'm streaming and this computer breaks, then I'm out like 2+ weeks from making videos or streaming or doing anything. So I need an actual backup. That's something that can be a backup. So when this computer was like getting closer to its age, I was going to say like, all right, I might replace it a little sooner just so I can have that emergency backup computer, because if I don't have it, can't stream, can't make videos. And yeah, I don't want to pull a Clio. Yeah, Clio reminded me that this was my plan from the beginning when that happened. Because I've had this happen too, where my computer's broken and like I'm just weeks sometimes without a computer. And it's like I can literally do nothing. And plus like half my life is on my computer. So I'm like, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. So some of these boxes are full, right? So these boxes, I can maybe do a little bit of sorting myself on them.
X500, Intel-based CPU for Minecraft. Impulse has a newer computer. Ask him what his FPS is in Scarland for comparison.
That's a good point. Whatever Green has, we don't want.
Terraglow's bit attacked. X500. Just visited the Hermitcraft Season 8 world to enjoy Boatum and your builds. Love that season so much. Also, I may have organized.
Wait, you may have organized some chess monsters for fun.
Mazoodle bit attacked.
That's great.
X500. Totally true Scar fact of the day. Scar is a huge fan of Twilight and is totally Team Edward. Hashtag rain.
Just a big ol' fan of Edward. I definitely know who Edward is. Yes, he is the dragon slayer. He slays the dragons when the twilight light appears and the dragons come out of the forest. That's how it works. That's how it works. I know. I've read. I know. And hashtag rain. No, we're going away from rain. Oh, God. All right, let's look at the weather. Let me look here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, everybody. Wonderful. I was just saying that the sun came out for a minute. In an hour and a half, we're going to get not only rain, but lightning. That's going to be fun. And then, hey, get this. Actually, I spoke too soon. Oh, it's going to be hot. Oh my gosh, it's going to be 70 degrees tomorrow. That's too hot for me. Oh, and then the rain comes back the next week. Ah, wonderful. But tomorrow, 70. Wait, 95 in Portland on the weekend? Wait, hold on. Let me take a look. Oh my gosh, you're right. Actually, yeah, it's gonna be 90 where I live, but that's toasty. Oof, that's too hot. That's way too hot for a Scar. That's way too hot. Alrighty, what were we doing again? Oh yes, we were doing a boring stream. That's right. But yeah, boy, I love that one time when the chips were on the ground and good old Eddie boy pulled out his best sword. Charged in the twilight light.
Now. Thank you very much for entertainingly boring me for an hour. Hashtag MacMini for life. Hashtag all hail Stitch.
Hashtag MacMini for life. Hashtag all hail Stitch.
Clankest bit attacked. X500. Can someone please draw a sparkly scar?
A sparkly scar? What's a sparkly scar? Does that have something to do with the Twilight? Is that when the dragons come out? Are they sparkly dragons? Or dragon slayers, do they get sparkly when they use their magic? Maybe that's when they use their magic. I'm close? I'm close. So the sparkles start coming out when they're using their magic.
Mazumba bit attacked. X500. Also, Niece's first Scar stream.
He's his first Scar stream. Oh, yes. Yes, she's learning all the facts. Learning all the facts. Learn all the Scar facts. This is gonna be an expert in rocketry. Useless Disney facts. Watch talk. What other tent poles do we have? Got space talk, Star Wars talk, Disneyland talk. All the great temple topics we have here. You like watch talk? Look, we got some people in there that like watch. And airplanes, that's a little bit of a rarer one, but it's there. General rants, that's true. That's true. Okay, we need to sort our dirt and our, I almost said maple leaves. Oh, did you guys see the new MCC teams? I'm so excited to see them today. Very excited. Very excited. I'm on a team that I think will be really, really fun. I'm on my training arc, by the way. That's right. I'm on my training arc. I've been on my, I'll say this. I've been on my training arc since the day MCC ended, the last one. That's right. I haven't stopped. I go on the practice server late at night, do some practicing, because I refuse to be on the bottom ever again. Those weren't public? Scott's the best, isn't he? Oh my gosh, just the best. Man, I've made 3 enemies in 2 weeks. Whew. How you guys doing today? Good? Great. Great. How about those sparkly dragons? Oh.
At Panda 02-bit attacked. X500. My favorite scar is Red Panda Scar. Because you throw your arms in the air when you get scared, like a red panda.
Like a red panda. It is better. Thank you so much for the bits. Very much appreciate it. I'm just excited about MCC, guys. I'm just excited. I'm excited. I'm on a trading arc. Okay, now we've got Doc. We've got B-dubs. Now we've got Scott. How many more people are we gonna hide from in the woods? No one tell Scott. Nobody tell Scott. That's good. That's a smart play right there. Good stuff. I don't think I technically said anything. Dang it. I was excited to talk about that. I was excited. I've been really, really excited for the next MCC because I'm on a training arc. I will not get last ever again. I'm not a competitive person when it comes to like other people. I am very competitive against myself. Very competitive. Yeah, Skiz does need to come back from whatever adventure he's on, because we need to get back into the forest. I've had a blast playing the forest. That has been very fun. Q&A, if you were to describe Star Wars to someone to get them interested in it, how would you describe it? Most people have a misconception that Star Wars is like fantasy, or not fantasy, sci-fi. It's actually more fantasy. So I would just say it's kind of like fantasy in space. So if you're a fan of like fantasy stuff, I think you can get really into Star Wars. Whereas, you know, Star Trek is very science fiction, like, you know, the regulators on the aft manifold have slowed down, injecting pure blue packed Cinderella ice into it. You know, like it gets a little mumbo-y jumbo-y. But Star Wars, I feel like Star Wars is something that's easily gotten into, right? I think it's, I don't know, that's probably an awful way of explaining it, but it's probably how I would do it. Oh, she arrived. She arrived, everybody. There she is. It's Jelly, everybody. Wow, that cat's a nuisance. Cat is such a nuisance. Let's see. Q&A Scar, what are your thoughts on Eurovision? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Never realized Star Wars was fantasy. I think it is. I think Rascal would agree with me. Rascal? Rascal? I think it is. To me it is. That's how I see it. Rascal's thinking right now. He's like, do I agree with Scar? Or is he a big dum-dum? There he goes. He agrees with me. Rascal is our resident expert. So if we need Star Wars questions, we ask Rascal. I know I've got packed ice in here. At least I thought I did. I agree. Mando is a Western. It is. And did you see something purple over here? I swear I saw something purple there. Anyway. Yeah, it definitely has a Western vibe. Wow, we're really backed up. We are really backed up. We are really backed up. Ah, man, cleaning lady. It's sorting so slow right now. So you can see like that's actually pretty speedy. But if it's going to start pulling like smaller items, it's going to get a lot slower. God, I have a perpetual bloody nose. Ah, man. Okay, we're going to let that do its thing. And I'm going to try to sort some of this manually at this point. I'm going to have to sort some of this manually. We're so backed up. Man, never ceases to jump scare me.
Kazbak Gaming bit attacked. X500. Star Wars is space opera. Star Trek is space soap opera. They even get most of the soap opera tropes like evil twins.
That's actually really true. Oh, that's hilarious, Kaz. That is true. Man, I really miss Next Generation. I really need to do a rewatch. It's been a while. It's been a great while, actually. I need to do a rewatch. Where in the world does my glass go? Does anybody know what section the glass goes into? I can't find it. I don't think it would be in the organic area, but potentially. So, I was told that Picard was awful, right? By one person. It was like, it's terrible, don't bother. And I'm like, well, I was really excited about it. And I just never got to it because then I realized I would have to like get another streaming service. But now this same person's like, oh my God, Picard's amazing. You have to see it. And I'm like, getting some mixed messages here. I'm getting some mixed messages. But then I'm still like, I just don't want to subscribe to another streaming service. Yeah, why am I hearing that Picard season, why am I seeing Picard season, whatchamacallit, is so good? Like, what's good about it without being super overly spoilery? I have zero context. So anything will be, so yeah, I don't know anything. Pirate's Life for me. Is that a hint to what season 3 is? Who is Picard? Jean-Luc Picard of the Starship Enterprise. Sorry, I can be a bit of a nerd sometimes. I apologize. It's a reunion? Oh, it's a reunion. Am I gonna have to get whatever streaming service it's on? If it's a reunion, I'll go back and watch it. If it has the crew, if it's got everybody, then I might have to get whatever streaming service this thing's on. I'm tired of streaming services. What is it on? It's on Prime? I thought it was on that one with the mountain. Oh, Pirate! Oh, you silly gooses out there. I get it now. I was like, why are you guys talking about Pirates of the Caribbean so much right now? You silly gooses. Oh, it's on Paramount. Okay, yo ho ho, Pirates. You guys. Man, I might be the slowest person on Twitch. It takes me about 10 minutes to catch on to anything in the chat. Oh gosh. I do want to see a reunion if that's the case. I'd be 100% down for that. So I might. Well, if I get Paramount, I guess I could finally watch Top Gun. Anything else on Paramount worth watching? I'll do it for a month and just binge everything. I'll be like, I got my money's worth. South Park is on Paramount? Survivor. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh man, I haven't watched Survivor since I watched out like the original seasons, like the the first stretch of them. Nickelodeon cartoons are on Paramount, so you're telling me that the greatest cartoon of all time, Cat Dog, a cat and a dog. Well, actually, no, the camera's reversed. A cat and a dog joined here at the rear is on Paramount Plus. Is it? Is it on? Is it on there? It is? Oh, okay. Maybe I will subscribe to another streaming service because I want to see this reunion and I want to see Cat Dog. You may have got me. You may have got me now. Hey, Arnold is on there too? And with a woof and a purr, a baby was born. Cat dog, alone in the world with that little cat dog. There you go, there's the song. Well, I very well might then. Like actually, that might be enjoyable. An anonymous gifter again. Oh man. Anonymous. 100 gifted subscriptions once again. That is absolutely incredible. Thank you. Thank you very, very, very much. Like I said earlier, that's very much appreciated. Not only, you know, supporting the stream, keeping the old lights on, but also, of course, you know, gifting. You know, somebody might not be able to get a subscription. Now they can use their jelly emotes. They can join the Discord and everything. So thank you very much. It's for the Paramount. Hey Scar, do you remember the Cat's Eye episode where they are at the store with the auto door? No, but I'm sure if I give it a minute, it might come back. It might come back. Are you sure this is a boring stream? Oh, it's very boring. It's the boringest of them all. So this is when we can't find anywhere to sort things. We're just gonna throw them in there. I'm so good with Minecraft doors. It's just it's a feat of strength, that is. There we go. But yeah, if you guys have any Q&A questions, you can always go, hey, hashtag Scar. Hashtag Q&A Scar. So if you have any questions, just hit me up. Man, some of these boxes are gonna really need an actual, like, some of these are gonna really need to go through the sorting system. Like, we can grab some of this stuff and, you know, sort it ourselves, but other stuff, oh my gosh. This is a disaster. But I'm doing a good job. I'm being a good Scar and trying to do his best. Trying to do his best by being as clean as possible. This is just wonderful. It's just a wonderful moment of cleanliness today. The castle's amazing. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. Did you yell at Pearl? Pearl is aware. Pearl is very aware that there is a chest monster. I think she's gotten to the point where I've gotten, where you just ignore it and hope it goes away. Pearl would be proud of me right now. Well, that would be a good sign. Yes, that would be a very good sign that you'd be proud of me for all my my storage needs. My storage needs. Wait, hold on. I have to show you something. There we go. All right, spoiler a little bit, but look at this. Look at this. You remember when I made this my crowning achievement of armor standery? I have like this little thing here, and I said, hey, wouldn't it be amazing if the cleaning lady was cleaning it up with a broom? And bam, Cleo came over here. Who there? Who's there? Get back here! Get back here! Get back here! Who's spying on me? Who is that? Anyway, I thought this was really cool of Pearl sweeping up the popcorn. So I thought that was awesome. Speak now. Oh, it's a spider. Oh, it's a sneaky spider. No, I don't have a sword. No, leave me alone. I don't have a sword. Stop it. No, stop. Oh my gosh, I almost died. Oh my gosh. That had been so embarrassing. But my quick reflexes and my immense skills prevented death. Oh. I didn't know what that was. I was so confused. Anyway, I thought that was super, super cool. I thought that was really, really cool. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. So bad. But look at me go. Look at me go. Organizing away. Expert organizer here. There we are. Eat. Ah. Oh dear. Oh dear. We almost had an accident there. But my quick and powerful reflexes prevented great and disastrous accidents. Organization at its finest. Oh, that's funny. Oh, by the way, did you guys enjoy the Imp and Skiz podcast that I was on? I had a blast. It was a lot of good fun. I had an absolute blast. So part 2, I believe, comes out this Friday, and it actually has a really good segment on it about my career path. You know, Disney questions were banned, but it does kind of pertain to like what I wanted to do with my life and how that translated into what I do now. I think it's a really cool little like arc there. So yeah, episode 2 is going to be very fantastic. So I'm looking forward to you guys getting a chance to see that. And that should go up, I believe, Friday. And there'll be some old-timey picture of Scar in it, by the way. Young Scar. There will be a picture of old-timey Scar in it, which I think will be really cool. And also a little bit of the history of like Jelly in Minecraft, which people always ask about, which will be nice to explain. Let's see. How are you, Scar? If you don't mind me asking. You know, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. Let's see. Would you ever consider getting a pet dog and name? Oh, Elytra. I would like. Oh, dang it. Oh, no. This is bad. Okay, this has happened before. I've lost an Elytra in the lagoon and. Oh, crud. I need to find a way out of here. It's not great. I don't want to break any. I don't want to break anything. Let's go backstage. Let's find a way out. Okay, I think I'm gonna go up here. Man, when we don't have elytras in Minecraft these days, bad things happen. But I have thought about a dog a few times. I think what's great about like Jelly is you can have Jelly as like a companion, but she doesn't need so much maintenance. Like I like dogs. I've had dogs growing up and stuff, but boy, they always need so much maintenance. Jelly's so like carefree and doesn't need so much maintenance. Oh man, I am really lost. Oh dear. But yeah, no, I'd like a dog sometime. I wouldn't mind a dog, like a helper dog, a service dog. I think would be actually quite fantastic. Someday that I would like that. Someday. There we are. We're free. We are free. I almost got a service dog one time. It was a while ago. It was pre-YouTube. I think it was one of those. It might have been like one of those poodly dogs.
Lost cult game bit attacked.
Not a full poodle, but like half poodly.
Have been playing your remarks on how parents can
maybe it was
support
a
kids with disabilities on a loop all week.
Shepherd.
Inspiring and really important insight on what matters.
Belgian water dog? No. I can't remember what it was called. Maybe it was one of those ones. What's the water dogs? Portuguese water dog. Maybe it's one of those. I can't remember. This was pre YouTube when I lived in California. Let's see. I've been playing your remarks on how to parent and can support kids with disabilities on loop all week. Inspiring and really important insight on the matter. Thank you. Oh yeah. Well, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad that was a help or something. So that's really awesome. It's I don't. Honestly, I can barely remember what I even said. it was one of those things just in the moment, right? Where you know, the question hits you and you just kind of, you know, you just kind of just go, you know. So I'm like, wait, what did I say? But yeah, I'm glad. I'm very glad that you enjoyed it. And Call It Misfit, thank you so much for the raid. Very much appreciated. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just currently having a very boring stream as we sort, and try not to die, which is a theme around here. There we go. Let's see. Q&A Scar, have you done any research on D&D to see what type of character you would like to play? No, I haven't. I have not, but it would be interesting. What kind of character would you think I would be? I am. So one thing that's been nice lately, if you've noticed, like I have been able to, you know, kind of get into a bird. I have been able to get into, you know, making videos and stuff like that, and that's all I've been doing lately. I really want to I really need like a hobby or do something like besides like videos lately. It's either I'm doing videos or streams or I'm just staring at the wall. So I don't know, maybe D&D is cool. I don't know. I need something. Oh, you know what's really cool? This is really cool. So I now have like a lot of my family's old pictures. And when I mean like old pictures, like pictures back from like 1915 or something, like some crazy time ago, like some of these pictures. And one of them was my great grandma. And it's such a cool little story with it. So she was in Chicago, right? And she took the last, I think I'm remembering this right. She took the last, my memory is fading. She took the last train, the last civilian train from Chicago to California during World War I. So like in those times, right, like the trains and everything were, you know, for military purposes. And so she got the last train, got the last train from Chicago to California because she was going to live the working girl life. And so she decided that she was going to make something of her life and she was going to move from Chicago to California. And so we have, you know, a few pictures from this time, right? But she would send back to her family. And so she got a job. And then she started up like a hiking group. And there's this really cool picture of her with maybe like 5 or 6 other women, and they created I forgot the name, it was something women's hiking group. And this is pre Golden Gate Bridge. So if like you know understand like the geography of the Bay Area in California, so you have like San Francisco, right? You have like Marin County, and those two things are attached via the Golden Gate Bridge, right? So then there's what's the Richmond Bridge now too on the other side. Anyway, those bridges didn't exist. So they would take a ferry across, and then I don't even know what this is, but in this little like note and these letters written back, there was, and it said something like, and then we took the electric train. And I'm like, what's the electric train? I want to go on the electric train. That sounds amazing. Ain't nobody, thank you for the 10 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated, my friend. So it said, then we took the electric train, which I'm still like, what is the electric train? And then after that, so where they were going was Mount I always goof up this name, Mount Tamalpais, I think. Is it Mount Tamalpais? I think that's what it was called. I think. I always goof it up. Anyway. Then they took like a bus to there, and then they would hike the mountain that I butcher every time trying to say it. But no, I thought it was really cool. There was that picture, and then there was a really cool picture of my grandma because at first I thought this was my grandma we were looking at, and I'm like, that clothing looks way older than the clothing my grandma wore. Like, what was she wearing? And I was like, no, that's my great grandma, because it was very like like 19, like the later teens, you know, just prior to like the 20s. So it was like that clothing. I was like, oh, that's so interesting. And then there was a picture of my grandma in Yosemite, which I thought was really cool. So I guess the story with that, I'm probably goofing this up too, but my grandpa was really big into hiking and outdoors. My grandma, not so much, but he promised her a steak dinner if she would go hiking with him. So there's this picture of them going hiking in Yosemite, and he promised her a steak dinner if she did it with him. I'll give you a steak dinner if you go on this hike with me. I want somebody to go with me. But yeah, it's really cool to see those old pictures. I found that really, really intriguing.
Red and blue peer side bit attacked. X500.tbh. You give me druid or ranger vibes.
Druid or ranger
but I can
vibes.
see you very happy with an artificer character cause I put you with steampunk styles.
Oh, that's very interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we do know a decent amount about my mom's side of the family. We can trace back. We can trace some stuff back to 1695. I think it was 1695. I'm pretty sure. Like I think on that side, and then related to some like interesting people like through time and like owned like a shipping company for like 5 years. I don't know. It's like different little things like that or was like a captain maybe on a shipping thing. I can't remember. It was the whole thing, but yeah. Yeah, I think one of my first relatives, I think the one of the ship that they came in on was like 1695, I think. But yeah, there's some it's interesting to look back, like if you can find that stuff, it is really interesting. My eye is twitching. What in the world? Yeah, I'd like to learn more about it. Like, I want to look through the stuff that my aunt did and had, and then see if there's like what other stuff I can find. It would be really cool. Because we recently, like, because I've talked about before, my aunt passed away last year, and she had all this stuff. So a lot of that in my grandpa's negatives. So all of his like photography that he did. What I want to do with that stuff is I want to digitize it and then make it so like the whole family can see it. But from what I can see is like everything's kind of in pieces. Like some people took this and that, and it's like I really want to take it all and like digitize it and put it out so everybody can have it. So just trying to like sort through it and see if I can make this happen at some point.
See if you can make what happen?
Hello there, Azuma.
Sorry.
How are you doing,
I
Azuma?
was flying over the area.
Oh, I'm just sorting my boxes over here with the chat.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, you're live.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have been stream sniping or something.
You could. How are you, Azuma?
I am good. And how do I sound?
Sounds quite lovely. Quite lovely indeed.
Yeah? I got a new microphone.
Ooh, what'd you get?
I forget. It had like numbers and letters. It's made by a German company. It's like a headset.
It's like a headset. Oh.
Yeah, with like a mic on the side of it.
Sennheiser. Is it like Sennheiser or whatever it's called?
I think it's like Beryl something.
Oh.
Do you want me? I'll look it up.
I want to see it. I want to see.
Go look at my receipts. I'm really bad with this stuff. I just buy it and then like use it, and I'm like, that'll do. And I forget all about it.
Chat says you sound like Stampy now.
Oh, they always say that. You know, I sound like Mumbo or Stampy because Britain.
Because of Britain.
Because Britain, mate.
Dude, I've said this before, but I barely can even tell British accents from anything else now. Like I'm just so used to, hear like I might hear more British people talking a day than I hear anybody in and around me, like in my little like bubble world here.
That's kind of how I feel about Americans. It's like I'm constantly listening to Americans talk on YouTube videos all day long.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
The age we live in. I got the name here. It's Bayer Dynamic MMX 302 is what I got.
That's cool.
It's a bit of an experience because it's got like these big tight cups that go around your ears and they make you feel hot and sweaty when you put them on. Which is really weird. I don't know why that happens, but yeah.
About the boiled chicken. Oh, okay. Oh,
they're
nice.
Good. I like them.
The chat has a question for you.
Oh. Hello, chat.
Have you had any boiled chicken lately?
Yep. Since that whole moment, I've just realised how convenient boiled chicken is.
I mean, you doubled down.
Yeah, I like boil up
I
a
love
bunch,
it.
leave it in the fridge. Right, if I'm cooking something, I want a bit more protein in there, just chuck in the boiled chicken. Put it in a stir fry, put it in a curry.
Do you just leave like when you finish boiling the chicken, do you like put like a wrapper over it and just put the pot right in the refrigerator?
I don't even wrap it up, I just chuck it in there.
You just chuck it in there. Just chuck it.
I'm good with it.
The smell might be a bit much for me. I don't know.
That chicken does go a little smelly, doesn't it, when you leave it in the fridge?
Yeah.
But it still tastes good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I love the boiled chicken. One of our favorites. One of our favorites here on chat.
Oh, I'm looking at your chat and they're like, unsubscribe, ban. They hate it.
Okay, this is what we need to do. You need to do a cooking video on one of your channels. Like, I want to see a cooking video of the boiled chicken. I think it would be great.
I would love to, but here's the thing. I've been thinking like a lot lately. Not everything you do has to be content. And
no, but
there's always that temptation.
This would be really funny.
This would be more like a meme.
This would be there you go, the memes. We gotta do it for the memes. The memes, the great and powerful. Oh, it'd be so fun. Oh my god. That would be it'd be a legendary video.
I can picture it now. Like it would be boiled chicken, me boiling the chicken, and then at some point the audience is expecting, is there going to be pasta, sauce, vegetables? Nope. Chuck it on a plate. Just start shoveling that into my screen mask and making a right mess of it.
You should get plastic like silverware too. That's really like poor and like it bends, and you're just like,
oh yeah,
cutting it, and like the fork is bending and the knife is bending. It's a whole disaster. Oh, it'd be so funny.
You know what? Who knows? We'll see. I gotta get my GoPro set up so I can like record, because I got no recording equipment like that. I don't have a microphone. Don't have a webcam or anything I can pop up. So
it'd be so funny.
Gotta learn to do all the other stuff first. Cool. So were you just doing some sorting over here? Was that it? Just
Yep. I'm boring my chat to no end. No, I do have a backup issue, Azuma. You know the redstones.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was Flip.
Just on the server.
Well,
standing there.
It looked like Flip's head, and then over there's like Hypno there's like Hypno on the other side, but it's not Hypno.
Wait a minute, these are the new Minecraft skins here.
Yeah. Cleo's been using like all the different ones, which has been cool.
Oh, so she's probably been changing her skin to get the head, right?
I suppose, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But there's one of the default skins that looks just like Hypno.
Oh yes, there is. Is he around here?
Yeah, he's on the other side. He has like 2 kids that are going and checking out Queen Jelly.
Oh.
All right, so this machine here, I've got a bottleneck, right? So I have 2 sources of input. This machine over here brings in shulker boxes, and so it dispenses down through this boat into these hoppers. And then I have another segment of like miscellaneous items coming in that's not from shulker boxes, but there's like a bottleneck if you look at the in here. It's not sorting very fast.
Okay, I'm gonna have to like. I'm watching. Okay, so this goes over to a sorting system over here.
Yeah.
I can tell you straight away. This is probably not something that I should tamper with. But the bottleneck seems to be that maybe the minecarts have to travel all the way around the corner, like away from where this contraption is. But then again, the minecarts come through really quickly. I'm not sure if you can put more minecarts in this system or not.
But I mean, like, if you look at it's not sorting at its like maximum speed, because it, instead of pulling like items from the stacks of 64, it's pulling like 1 or 2 items from the hoppers.
Oh, yeah.
And then going super slow.
Oh wait, no, I see the problem.
Yeah.
Why is that happening? Okay, so a hopper minecart should pick up items really quickly from a container above it. But it takes about 9 items. Okay, that time it went fast. It took 33. Then it took 5. Then it took 32.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, I think I can see what might be causing this. Well, that is very peculiar. Okay, so I'm gonna like. Ooh.
See, that time it took the dirt out at the proper speed.
Yes, because It looked to me like when the first item in the chest is like something where there's other items of the same type elsewhere in the chest. It looked like it was behaving incorrectly.
Why do I have so many cobblestone slabs?
You might have discovered something here accidentally. Dude,
Yeah,
where does this thing get dispensed? Where are these minecarts actually coming from?
Magic.
Are they dropping down on top? And that's how they get those extra minecart hoppers in.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. I know these things. I think I made a couple small modifications to it from the original design, but yeah, it's sorting so slow. I know it has to do with this, Azuma. Like this rig where I rigged up the shulker unloader and then the miscellaneous unloader. It all like ties back to outside. This is all Scar design. So yeah. I think there's probably like some bad redstone design that I did here.
I'm not sure that there is. It could be just a case of like you've just given it like an insane amount of items to get through.
Yeah, that could be the case.
But then again, there's definitely this quirkiness where it only takes out. Yeah, I think I know what the issue is, right? So because it takes from the very first slot in the chest, it means that quite often what's in the very first slot is the latest thing coming in from a hopper. Yeah?
Yeah.
And the hopper transfers slow, so therefore the minecart hopper takes out the items slow. And I have no idea if there's a workaround for that. Actually, I could probably build you a workaround. Hang on. Oh yeah, okay, I've got a little bit of an idea. So, picture this. Let's grab comparator. Right, I'm going to break one of your hoppers because it's not like a crucial thing. So, this right here.
Okay.
You could possibly make it so that the signal strength has to be low enough, which means there's less items in here, and then lock the hoppers on the opposite side. I'm going to build this for you. This should actually be pretty straightforward now I think about it. So, you might run into no, I can make that.
I'm just trying to learn. I'm like forgetting I'm streaming. I'm just tell me more. I'm like silent. I'm just like, tell me more.
Oh, don't worry about it. Your stream will be learning too.
We're all learning. Zuma redstone rescue.
Do you have a lectern? But I've got one, so
I could probably pull one out. Let's see.
A written book would be the next.
A written book. Oh gosh, why does that always scare me no matter what?
Here we go.
I got
all the chests. Everything you need's in there if you need it.
And did you find a book? Don't know if I have a book. I've got
just
cow
this
parts.
one here. This grey chest. Everything you need's in there.
let's see.
Cow parts, thank you.
You
little
don't
bit
seem
of
to have
cow.
any paper. Oh, you do have paper. You do have paper.
All the components are in there.
Yeah. Oh, you do have all the components. Wow. That's a really useful box you have there.
Yep.
Let's see. Do I need a feather? That's right. Bam. Written book. Bam. I'll top your cow parts off.
Oh, what a name. Right. I think I got it.
Let's see. Somebody says a Minecraft load. Let's see. The Minecraft. The words are hard. The loader. Wow, I cannot read. Loader may make the minecarts behind it mess up, breaking the system. Ooh.
I am just now. I just had that nervous moment where I was like, I placed down redstone and I didn't really check everywhere, but it looks like it in no way interacts with anything else. And look at it now. It's unloading. Okay, brilliant. So.
It's finishing off the chest here first.
So what we got to do now in this book is we go to page 15.
Okay.
And we write, well, come on, something humorous to put on page 15.
Edward, the Dragon Slayer, sparkly, defending the night, or the twilight, defending the twilight. Mm-hmm.
Sparkly, defending the night.
Twilight.
Twilight. Jeez.
The chat was telling me about the Twilight books and how it was about a dragon guy. And he sparkles.
Okay, wonderful. Right, so now, let's see. We've got that many items in. So if I take this book and I crank up the pageage, which is totally a thing. Do you see how that redstone line in front of the hoppers turns off?
Yes, I see that. Yeah.
So now we're sort of in slow unloading mode.
Okay.
Right. So we want to tweak this thing so you can see it in action right now. If I just turn it down, we get like a signal again. There you go. Right. So the redstone just came back on. So now it's going to unload fast, but once it goes underneath a certain threshold, I just realized something.
So it's prioritizing the chest, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if this will actually like fix the issue or not. It might actually. Oh, it slows it down further. You need like a timer built into this thing too. Okay, do you understand in any way what I just did?
Yeah, you made this red rope come across here. And then
It stops items going into the chest.
This thing's giving it a signal.
Until it reaches a certain amount.
Pounds, not pounds. I don't know why I said pounds. Varying pulsations. I'm doing my best.
Okay, I think I know what to do here. Just about what's the best way to do this. I'm gonna go into concentration mode, Scar.
Okay, so it's basically like making like one item at a time come through now.
So this was clever, but once you reach the point where it's sort of like close to the signal strength, it just repeats the same problem we had. It just does it with a different amount of items in the inventory.
Oh, okay, okay.
What we need to do is create a sort of flip-flop for two different stages of like inventory fullness.
You've gone so beyond me at this point. I'm like, I don't even know. The chat didn't like my pulsations. I don't know. What would you call it then? Redstone on stream always works.
It's a bad idea to do this like in survival to begin with, but
yeah. Well, now we got a piston extending.
Yes. Here's the thing. I can do this if you want. Like, you do your thing, and I'll come back in a bit with a solution. If I go into a redstone world and put on my focus music,
okay, I will go back to manually sorting. All right, we'll see you in a little bit, Azuma.
I'll see you in a minute. Bye.
Oh, that's funny. He's gonna come back with TNT. Well, no, that wouldn't be ideal. That wouldn't be ideal. I'm curious. By the way, have we checked this out? Have we checked this out? Isn't this like the coolest thing that B-Dubs made right here?
Elise's turn bit attack.
I think that is
X500. I work at a local historical preservation center and we handle loads of old pictures and documents. Interacting with objects from past eras is so
special and cool. I'm so glad you got those family pictures. Well, dude, yeah, that's awesome. You get to see those things, or like that's your job, like to look through like old stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, it is neat. I want to look at more of that stuff, and apparently I'm out of food too. Actually, I lost my food box. I don't know where it is, but I lost it. So let me go grab some food. Rip, maybe mi amore. Oh, mi amore. Such a sad day.
X500. Favorite South Park episode that you can remember? I'm shuffling through episodes and watching them currently.
This might not be everyone's favorite episode, but it resonated with me so much. Did you ever see the episode where Carmen goes to Disneyland in the EVC? That was when Disney was dealing with a lot of abuse of the system. Like a lot of people were just renting them just to like skip ahead in the line. Like, you know, one, just making like disabled people look bad or whatever. Like it was just a really difficult time. Like people were abusing all of the disability systems at Disney back then, and basically South Park lampooned it, and it was hilarious because it was basically like Carmen was just pushing himself in front of people who were legitimately disabled. You know, they were, you know, this is their only means of being able to go on this attraction, and he's just using it for his own benefit, which was basically what a lot of people were doing back then. Disney cracked down on a lot of that stuff. I don't know about it these days, but it was bad for a while, and it was so accurate. It was the Jungle Cruise queue was so accurate to the gate design. It was hilarious. But some of my other favorite ones, there was an odd one back in the day, was when they went to the old Western reenactment town. Oh, it's 1884, boys. I don't know why that episode cracked me up so much, but basically they go to a reenactment town of like an old Western town, and maybe there was like some, I think it was like the international terrorists, and it was like some kind of like terrorist thing. I can't remember. Something was going on, and the terrorists took over, right, the town, or maybe they kidnapped them. It's been so long since I've seen this. And basically, the people who worked there would never break character no matter what. So even though these like goofy 90s, you know, like Eastern European like terrorist guys or whatever, like taking over, the guys would not break their character. It was hilarious. What else? There was the other theme park episode where Carmen did buy a theme park, which was hilarious. That was a good one. That was another good one. I have so many random things in my inventory this time that I'm like, I don't even know where to put any of this. I don't even know where to put any of this. Yeah, I haven't seen any recent episodes in a long time. We weren't really allowed to watch it as kids. Watch it on the DL. Watch it on the old DL. I don't know where to put any of this stuff. I'm so disorganized. This is painful, but I'm doing my best. As Green once said, we're doing our best. Yeah, but still did. Here and there, sneakily. My mom would go and like take a shower. This honestly, this still happens today or whatever. Like she'll go and take a shower, and my dad would just be like and turn it on. Oh man. And my mom would come out and he's like, good shower, great shower. I'm so disorganized. But I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. I remember when my brother introduced me to Beavis and Butthead. So it was when we were moving, right? And my parents went up to the Northwest where we were gonna move, and we stayed at my grandma's house as they went and looked at houses up there, right? And my brother's like, I got something. What do you got? I got a show. You're gonna love it. And I'm like, oh, neat. I'm so excited. What is this show gonna be? And we watched Beavis and Butthead episodes, and it was like, I still don't even know how to explain the weirdness that those episodes were. Like, it was like, okay, is this funny? Is this creepy? I have no idea. I have no idea the feelings that I feel watching this weird show. Oh man, that was the okay. So that when he was showing me that was when double stuffed Oreos were gonna come out, but they hadn't come out yet, or maybe they did, but we couldn't find them. They were like this rare mythological creature, these double stuffed Oreos. And so at my grandma's house, she had a ton of packets of Oreos, like she got at Costco or something. And so we basically made our own double stuffed Oreos. So we like cracked them open. We would scrape off the Oreo stuff, and we're like, we can't find these. We're gonna make them ourselves. And we made our own. We made our own double stuffed Oreos. Watching Beavis and Butthead. Oh man, what a time! What a time! What a time to be alive! Oh. There are mega stuffed Oreos now. Is that have we gone excessive at this point? Is this too much? Have we gone overboard? Do we need the triple mega super super stuffed Oreos at this point? I absolutely enjoyed the mega stuffed. I mean, I wouldn't put it past me to maybe try one. I just wonder if there's a point where we go past the need for more stuffing, because the original Oreo was understuffed. I think we can all agree that the original Oreo was understuffed. But is the mega super duper stuffed Oreo, is that now becoming too much Oreo? Honestly, they could just sell the stuffing. I thought the same thing. But you got to ask yourself, right? Because, you know, there's a balance between the frosting and the cake, right? There's a balance between the things. And you go a little too much here, a little too much there. We all know the original, as I said, was understuffed. Now, the double stuffed is, I feel like, the optimal Oreo. Now, that is optimal Oreo. So, I'm very curious. Very curious. Yes, double stuff is definitely optimal Oreo wing. I made something the other day. I cooked something, by the way. I've made tortillas. I haven't made tortillas in quite some time, and they were the best tortillas I've ever made, and they were amazing. I forgot about this. I was going to tell you guys. So I haven't cooked anything in months and months. And one day I was just at a low point, and I'm like, I gotta cook something. And I was like, what should I cook? I have not made tortillas in a while. The last time I made tortillas, I think you guys remember this. I made them, right? And they just were not puffing, and they were shrinking. So I would roll them out, right? I'd roll them out, and then I'd pick them up, and they would go, and I was like, This has not happened before, or at least to this extent. So you guys helped me, and I did some looking up. And what I did was I made sure they were warm. They got very cold. Every time I've ever made tortillas, it's basically been in the winter, and I smoke the house up, so I open the windows and the dough gets super cold. So one, I made sure that the dough didn't get cold, and two, made sure I gave it optimal time to rest. So it gave the gluten some time to chill. So the gluten had some time to chill. It's chilling, feeling it. So it helped, and the tortillas didn't shrink, and they were so far the best ones I've made. So I have successfully finally gotten better at making tortillas, because unfortunately I was regressing back to making worse tortillas like my MCC career. But I've turned it around. We're now making progress in the right direction with it. So it's quite nice. So I was quite happy with it. I need something else to make. I have I don't know. I need something else. You guys need to help me. What should I make? What should be my next thing that I make? You tell me. What should I make next? I don't know where any of this stuff goes. It's all a mess. Tortilla pizza dough. Okay. So I have a really easy and, well, actually it's a really easy and pretty decent way of making pizzas. But actual pizza dough would actually be pretty fun. What about baking? I have not baked a cake in a very long time. Oh, I made ribs, by the way. Made ribs for my parents. Very good, very good. The barbecue sauce wasn't great. It was fine, but not great. But my mom was like, you know what? We're gonna put some honey in this barbecue sauce. A little honey, and it transformed the barbecue sauce into being fantastic. My mom saved the day with the honey. She saved the day with the honey. But yeah, those I think came out really good. There we go. There we go. I messed up my screen. I switched to my camera count, which was still active. Okay, so those go in the wood pile. Oh my gosh, what a mess. So I know where these go. I know where, okay. Oh man, I am so disorganized. But I would have done this all alone. And I appreciate you guys keeping me company as I bore you to death sorting my boxes. But yeah, if you guys have any Q&A questions, always go hashtag Q&A Scar. Baking Times with Scar. I do really enjoy making stuff. Like I find it quite enjoyable. And I gotta say, some people made fun of me. When I first started cooking, because I started doing a little bit of cooking to help like take the burden off my mom when my dad got really sick in 2020 after his surgery. And so, you know, I would try to help out where I could. I wasn't very good, but I was like proud that I was doing some stuff. And so certain hermits were making fun of what I was making. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get better at this. I'm just gonna prove. I'm gonna prove these fools wrong. And so yeah, I've gotten better. I've gotten better at it, and I've enjoyed it a lot. I want to get an air fryer. They look fun. Boiled chicken is the devil's work. Oh, poor Azuma and his boiled chicken. I really hope, even if he doesn't make a video, like I just want to see a screenshot, a photo of the boiled chicken. Like, oh my god, it'd be hilarious. I think we would all enjoy it. Man, I am almost out of mud. Where do we keep it? I can't find anywhere to put this stuff. Let's see. Good times with Scar. You're in Q&A Scar. Do you live in Portland? What are some highlights? What are the highlights of Portland? Well, I mean, Portland's kind of still going through a bit of a rough patch after the pandemic. Pandemic did a number on the city, but it's kind of coming back a little bit, trying, working towards it. It's doing its best. What are some highlights of Portland? So one of my favorite places before I lived in Portland was the Oregon Zoo and the Rose Garden. So I don't know if it's still there. I hope it is. I think it went away for a while. Hopefully they brought it back. But they used to have a train when I was a kid that would take you from the Oregon Zoo through this giant like forest into the Rose Garden. And it was so fun. Like, I love the train. I love the train so much. So the Oregon Zoo is really fun. Like, it's actually a really cool zoo. And then the train to the Rose Garden. Hey, hello there. How are we doing?
Hi. Doing good. Doing good. I've got a solution, but I think it kind of has the same problem. Do you want to see?
I love how you like this big old redstone contraption and like, it's the same problem.
Yeah, well, you know, it might make it perform better, it might not. Like, basically, there's a problem, we've identified it, and I'm not sure if redstone is actually gonna, like, you know, solve that problem or not. But I can explain if you want to come see.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
All right, let's whiz over there.
What is that chicken emoji in the chat? I see it in the corner of my eye. It looks like Kramer from Seinfeld. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Oh, I missed both the doors.
Oh my gosh, what in the world?
My face into this wall. Oh yeah.
This looks like a game show.
Kind of does, yeah. Here's how it's kind of easy to understand, right?
Okay.
If you open this book, right, it's got page 1.
Okay.
So like page 1 is like weak signal strength, which means not a lot of items in the chest. Over here,
Understand.
you got page 12, which means lots of items in the chest because it's a stronger signal.
Okay. Huh.
And I've made a mistake here. I put one block too many down because it locked the whole thing up. So right now we don't have a lot of items in the chest, so it's not going to lock the hoppers, and it's going to let the items come in, which it's doing. Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Letting them food in.
All right.
But while it's in that state, it's going to have the same problem with the hopper minecart, right? But eventually it fills up all the way, and that means that this bit over here gets activated. Remember, this is strong signal strength because there's lots of items in the chest.
Yeah.
Right here.
Huh.
Right here, Scott.
So
yeah, you
that's
got it.
12, right? And then.
Yep.
And
So
this one
look
was
what's going to happen.
1.
This piston will activate, and the one over here won't be active.
Okay.
And then the redstone block gets moved across, and the redstone wire here, it then locks these hoppers. Right? So then once the chest is full, the hoppers get locked, and it'll be able to take the items out fast again.
Yeah, I get it. Yes.
Let me try one more time. We're measuring if the chest has a small amount of items or a large amount.
Okay.
And so when it reaches a large amount, it locks these hoppers that I'm standing on.
I get it. I understand now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that should be able to cycle through what's in the chest.
Yeah, it'll
Instead of
then
spitting,
drain
like,
out. It will
small
drain
amounts.
out. Yeah, it will drain out all of those items because there's now lots in there.
Okay.
And then when there's hardly any left, remember this one is the low signal strength,
Yes.
right? That's when the block is going to be pushed back across and it's going to unlock.
Does that do
So
that
then it lets more
automatically?
items in. Yes.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's what the lecterns are doing. They're measuring how many items are inside the chest. So like when a lot are in there, then bam, it locks the hoppers and lets them all drain out. And then when it reaches that low state, because the items are drained out, that's when the circuit activates again and it unlocks the hoppers to let more items in.
as a redstone genius, I got all of that, and I totally understand it. Like, brilliant work. But I do understand. So like so that'll keep it hopefully from doing that nonsense with the like only taking like if in between the minecarts, when one comes down, it takes items, and then it only has time to maybe put like 3 or 4 in the box, and then it just takes that 3 or 4 and doesn't do like a full stack of 16.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got it. Let's why don't we try and see this thing in action a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm trying to clear out my own inventory so that I can like dump a bunch of items in there.
Oh, I've got.
Let's see.
I've got items.
I mean, can I grab anything from the? Oh my God, Scar! What is going on here?
This is actually pretty well contained. It's what's in the castle that's the problem.
Is there stuff? Is there like a shulker box or two that we can just tear? Like, do you want all these snow layers in the system?
Ooh, I'm spooky.
Can I use these to fill it up?
Yeah. I'm spooky.
Oh my God! What happened to your face? Jeez.
This is the most horrifying head in the game now. Do you want me to go get some more items?
Yeah. Well, you should watch. Really, you should watch because remember, not a lot of items in here. So the redstone signal is currently, it's letting more items come in. Now we fill it up, and any moment now it might tick over, but I'll grab some more. We can fill it up.
Are you guys getting that chicken emoji? That thing is everywhere.
Now because... right. Slight problem that can be easily fixed. Because this thing doesn't accept full stacks, it might be quite a wise idea to reduce this one. There you go. Right, do you see it pushed it? It pushed it, look. So now it's locked. Now more items can't go in.
So should I hit the button?
Yeah, go for it. The problem is, in order to show you the inverse, you have to literally empty this thing fully. Right, but yeah, now it's unloading fast. And then that one takes only 2.
Oh, and it's not allowing more in. That's what I was worried about. It was going to be like, oh.
Seeing it in action really helps, right? So now you can imagine when it's like almost done taking all the items out, that's when the hoppers unlock and it starts feeding new stuff in again.
Oh man, Azuma, you fixed it.
Kinda. I think what I've done is I've made it so half the time it runs like it was, and the other half it will run as fast as it can.
Yes.
So I've definitely improved it.
It's definitely
I've improved
working
it
better.
At least. Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah.
you might be able to finagle some of this redstone so it's like not right next to the doors as well.
It's right next to the doors.
Like if you keep all the elements together and just rearrange it a little bit, it should be good.
Well, there's definitely some Scar redstone here that can be rearranged.
So you were doing some of this yourself, yeah?
Well, okay, so the machine that sorts it, I follow the tutorial, as I can follow a tutorial like no other redstone genius. And then the sorters and everything. And then I found somebody who made this machine, the one that sorts the shulker boxes or pulls items out of a shulker box. And then everything below that, like trying to make it more efficient with like the boat and some of this stuff I designed. And then I designed these things back here. Where is it? Oh, nah, not there. I designed...
I see you're putting stone on top of some hoppers. The block to put on top of a hopper is a composter, if you want to reduce lag.
Oh.
Yes. But like what you're doing is kind of like the beginning steps, right? Like you understand what this unloading thing does and you understand what your sorting system does, and then you link those bits together. So what I was trying to do over here was just understand, oh, there's this amount of items in the chest, and then I want to make something happen when there's that amount. So like redstone is always just piecing small bits together to make a bigger picture. So even if you're like using someone else's tutorial and then you go and attach redstone to it, that's great because that gets you like active and like understanding and learning and linking things together.
Yeah.
Which is what it's all about.
Yeah. And it's just nice. That's wow. What?
I've just seen the. Sorry, I've been using my detach cam to look around, so I just saw your storage room, like the nethery. Ooh, love this jungle woods.
Oh, this one. Oh yeah, it's like
wow.
it's like a toy store. It looks kind of like a candy store, or like Weasley Whizzes.
It does, but it's got like a really dark vibe to it. It's like a dark candy.
Yeah. And it's I don't know. I like all the little heads, and it's like a fun little toy store.
Scott, how do you have so many wood logs? Well, actually, do you want to know something funny? I think I made 12 double chests of oak logs the other day.
How?
Just using a farm. Like, yeah, sometimes you can actually just accumulate a lot of items.
And you'd like this one, Azuma. This is the music shop. So you have all like.
Was that the music? Just the skull shrieking? I'm
Yeah,
like,
just the
what?
shrieks. But it's got all the things, like it's got the discs, it's got everything that makes sounds in
beautiful.
Minecraft in this one.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
And up here,
I
if
do
you
like
see
it.
it like at the top, I guess maybe my sounds are off. I can't hear them.
What am I supposed to hear?
There's screaming goats that live up in these windows.
Oh,
But I don't hear them anymore for whatever reason. Did they die? Wait, hold on.
they're there. They're there.
No, they're there. They're just really quiet.
Scream for me, child, scream.
They're not doing the good
They're
screams.
definitely screaming. Oh, do you know what it might be for me? I think I've got like a quieter mobs resource pack. So the screaming goats aren't quite as screamy for me. Do you think they could play in a metal band?
They could buy them out. Did you see
could
this
pass
over
off.
here, Azuma? This is my new building I built. This new one over here. This one's really cool.
Oh yeah. Do you want me to look at this new building that I've never seen before by walking in the door there? That door.
It would be fun.
Yeah. I could do that, couldn't I? Because
You
doors
could.
are made for walking through.
Yeah. Do you
Oh,
want me to
look at
open it
this
for
door
you?
over here. Hang on, but this one's got 2 doors.
No, that one's not as fun.
2's better than 1, isn't it? I
Dang
think
it, he
it is.
remembered. Dang it. He
I
remembered.
definitely remembered. Watch out, Scar!
Oh, he remembered. He remembered. Some people don't remember, and it's hilarious.
Remember the 5th of November.
Yeah. Did you see these armor stands Cleo made? They're really cool.
Yeah, everything. Oh wow, Stormtrooper hit. Dang, how was that achieved?
Oh,
It's like Stormtrooper skin plus a little extra on the bottom. Dang.
Well, this is what's so cool. Like at like the Disney parks, they have these backpacks called Loungefly backpacks, and they're always like heavily themed to whatever. And so Cleo made those on the different people walking around. Like this one's got a Stormtrooper backpack, and somebody's got like a puffer fish and a chicken one over there. She did a really good job on these.
She's a true artist with this. Look at this. Oh, the cleaning lady cleaning up, of course.
This one's really
That's
cool.
so
This is
good.
my mom's favorite over here. This is Queen Jelly, meet and guess,
Oh, that's so good.
and Hypno. And Hypno.
Dress, gosh. Yes, it really does look like Hypno.
That's our beautiful Hypno.
Did you make a tree with moss blocks over here? Oh my god.
It's got like
It
every
looks
block.
so
in
good.
it. Yeah, that tree has like all the blocks in it.
I have a video to share with you. I watched a video today and I was like, this is the best Minecraft video I watched in like quite some time. I
what
really
was
enjoyed
it?
it. And it was all building. So I think the guy's name is Shovel. And
Just like a shovel, like shoveling.
there's some numbers. 241, I think.
Okay.
Shovel, that sounds right. But anyway, the video was sort of like, Minecraft biomes with AI. And I was kind of thinking, oh, someone's made a data pack, right, to generate Minecraft biomes using AI.
Yeah.
That's not really what they've done. They've just used some prompts, and then they go and build what the AI suggests. And this guy, man, this guy can build. Like, massive, big, like, it's one of those creative builders,
Yeah.
Like, I love survival, you love survival, but don't you sometimes feel like, if we were creative players, like, Scarland would be this times 100.
Oh god, it wouldn't have taken a year.
Yeah. So these players, they play creative mode. So they use world edit, they use the brushes, they make massive
Oh, the
terrain.
brushes. I've seen people use the brushes. Like that looks really fun. Like
Yeah.
with the
You'll
with
love the video.
landscape and stuff. Yeah, send it to me. I want to see that.
I'll send it to you. You can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Whenever you got some time. I reckon you'd really like it.
I thought this would be a
It was the
perfect
trees.
character. Ooh,
The trees reminded me of it. Just,
Ooh, nice.
B-dubs.
He's the driver
Freaking,
without his teeth.
Yeah, it's been in a scuffle.
He can't drive on public roads anymore, so now he works in the theme park trolley.
Oh, so cool.
And Ollie over here, being our churro salesman.
Now you're making me hungry, Scott.
I'll make you really hungry.
Boiled chicken.
Enjoy
Does he
some
sell boiled
churros.
chicken over here?
Enjoy some churros.
It's not boiled chicken. Oh man, they almost look like blaze rods. Dang, I'll take these. These look tasty.
Oh yeah, those are good. And then we have a balloon stand over here. Is anyone want to get you a balloon? Let me get you another balloon. Let me get you a balloon. Get you a balloon while you're here in Scarland. Grab onto that. There we go. We're getting them
I'm
all
having a
loaded
wonderful
up.
day out now, aren't I? Where's the roller coaster?
Oh god, Azuma, if we were creative, I would have roller coasters. You know what? Like, some people are like, did they use creative? It's like, if I had creative, there would be rockets over here, there'd be roller coasters, there would be a jungle cruise river, there would be a full interior of the castle, and that all would have been done like 6 months ago.
Yep. Doesn't
And
it
a
make you die inside a little when you read a comment where they're like, they're using creative? And I'm like, I put in all this time and effort.
I used to get that comment back in 2011 when I made my greenhouses. I was super proud of, and they're like, "You use too many items." And I'm like, I didn't even know what that was at that point.
Backseat gaming is terrible.
That was pre-creative mode.
Was
Season
it?
10 creative mode.
I'm just thinking because the very classic was creative mode. Then they introduced survival, but when they made the survival game, was there also creative mode? I think you're right. I think
Yeah, it came later.
the idea of having, yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah, like maybe 2012, maybe.
Dang. See, we're veterans.
Oh God, Zuma, we're so old.
No. I know. But it's been nothing but fun.
Yeah, it's true. That's a great way of looking at it. We've been playing this a long time.
And still loving it.
That's true. At least we're not as short as
Awesome.
B-dubs.
Well, Scott, I'm going to let you get back to your stream. And I hope the redstone serves you well.
Thank you. I shall get back to my sorting. So that looks like it's going to make it way faster. So thank you.
Yeah, I might hang out in the area and keep an eye on it. Just
Yeah,
for,
keep an eye. I do have a camera
just for a
account
bit.
over there
I'll
to
be
keep
like
it
your.
loaded.
Think of me as your like redstone janitor if you see me just near some redstone. I'm just checking it out and making sure it's all good.
You are now the maintenance man of the park.
Oh,
I
maintenance
officially-
man. I love
I
it.
officially knight you as the maintenance man of the park.
What a beautiful honor.
As Pearl is the sweeping lady, you are now the maintenance man.
I need a wrench.
We need Cleo to make a maintenance man. Oh, dude, here, come here real quick before you go. Oh, this could be really fun. Oh my gosh, she was back here doing things. Look at Tango doing his best horticulture.
Oh, this looks so good. So good.
But you could be over here fixing this broken down ride vehicle.
I like it. That's a great idea. Oh man, the elephant. Dang.
But if you go back like backstage on theme parks, there's always these like crazy and weird things, like just an elephant just wheeling by and stuff. So you could be like under here like you're fixing a car.
I like it. Sometimes there's like junky areas too where they put all the stuff that like they're not going to use again, but like it's difficult to get rid of.
Yeah, like the elephant.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do.
Poor old elephant.
All right. Well, oh yeah, we got to get Cleo to do that. All right. Well,
Yeah,
keep
let
an
me
eye
know
on
when
it,
it's done.
Azuma.
I'll be back here.
All right.
Cool. See ya.
I think that'd be great. X the maintenance man. X the maintenance man. Best idea. Best idea. What is Mumbo doing with the button, by the way? I've seen people talk about this. Let's see, what do we got? I haven't seen this. What is Mumbo working on with the button? Dude, we could probably actually throw this in the storage system now that it's working better again. It's a button, but diamonds. Free diamonds, you say? Free diamonds, you say? Well, I am kind of low on diamonds. Season 7, but with diamonds. Oh, that's funny. All right, let's see here. Let's start sorting them boxes. But yeah, if you guys have any Q&A questions, you can always go hashtag Q&A_Scar as we continue our sorting. Let's do these big boxes, and then we're gonna grab our miscellaneous items and give the sorting system a run for its money with the new improvements. All the items have unloaded.
You are a bit attacked.
What does that mean?
X500.
What was that, Azuma? Wait, what was that? The bit I just fixed. Did it work? Wait, no new items.
Oh,
no new
double
items.
voice going on. Yeah, it stopped. It stopped dropping in new
Oh,
items.
I need to. I probably need to put more stuff in it. Honestly.
That's right. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna try the shulker system, see if it works. Let's see. All right, here we go. I am
Why
way
are these
more
sticks
functional.
renamed to Stick 1?
For the filters.
Got ya.
Okay, we should be getting some action now. We should be getting some action. All right, let me know if that works. Let me know if that
Yep,
works.
items are coming in. Items
Nice.
are coming in.
Let's see. Q&A Scar, excited for, yes, very excited for the Ahsoka show. Yeah, so probably the things that I'm looking for the most this year is Ahsoka and Oppenheimer. Those are the movie and shows that I'm looking for the most. Oh, and is it Secret Invasion? With Nick Fury. I'm really excited about that one. I think that's going to be a really good Marvel show. It looks good, that is. Not Barbie. I don't know about Barbie. We'll see. We'll see on that one. We'll see on that one. I haven't seen Dune 1, Rascal. Should I see it? I haven't seen it. I canceled HBO because I ran through the everything on there, but I never watched that. Maybe I should have. My dad loves Dune. Let's see. Favorite milkshake flavor? There are no minecarts taking the items out. I will tell you. So my favorite milkshake is, it's actually changed. It's Costco vanilla ice cream with my mom's chocolate sauce mixed together to make the best chocolate ice cream you've ever had. It's a weird roundabout, right? You have to have the vanilla ice cream. You have to have my mom's chocolate sauce swirled together. It makes the greatest chocolate ice cream you'll have ever had. It's the best. It is the absolute best. Okay, that should have worked for Azuma. that should work for Azuma there. It is the best. I don't know what she does, some kind of magic, who knows. But it is crazy that Costco's vanilla ice cream is actually really good. Pepsi or Coke? I don't know, man. I haven't had either of those in I don't know. I feel like decades. Well, actually, I did have a little taste of Coke because I bought the thermal detonator. I can't reach it, but at Galaxy's Edge in 2019. And I don't know. I've never been a huge soda guy, I suppose. I do like root beer, kind of. So. But yeah, I haven't. I don't know. What do you guys like? Pepsi or Coke? Pineapple on pizza? No, that's against the law. Actually, it's a new resolution passed in the World Court Order. Emperor Palpatine he brought up in the Galactic Earth Senate, and they have ruled that pineapple on pizza has been outlawed. Sorry. There's not a lot we can do at this point. Emperor Palpatine has spoken. Scar, would you ever want to build a manga based on a different theme park like Hollywood Studios? Maybe. It does kind of align with an idea that I had that's not so much a theme park, but kind of fits that theme a little bit. Don't unload the storage. Oh, it's all good. We've got ourselves an Azuma. No, we have our camera account there that's keeping an eye on things. My gosh, I am such a wonderfully disorganized person. Oh my gosh, ooh, diamonds. I don't even know what to do with 90% of this stuff. I think at this point, I'm just gonna dump it in. I don't even think I have a dead coral storage like module even in the system. So I don't even think that's even gonna do anything. Q&A Scar, do you like Lord of the Rings? I've been saying that I'm going to read the Lord of the Rings books for like 5 years, and I still haven't yet. Q&A Scar, what are your thoughts on Universal and the upcoming Super Nintendo Land? I love everything Universal's doing, and I love how annoyed it's subtly making Disney. You know, they're coming out with that big old park, and Nintendo Land's doing great and stuff like that. And Disney's over there just pretending they're this big old goof who thinks they're the top of the world. Well, the chickens are coming home to roost, and they've been stagnant for so long. Disney's going to have to kick it up in a gear here in a little bit, because Universal's going to start taking market share, more market share that is, away from them. And they have been so lazy, just lazy as lazy can be. And they think there's no consequences, but that's ending soon. When the new Universal Park opens, they're going to have to really step up their game. They are going to have to. Have you guys seen, here's a question I have actually. Has anyone in the chat stayed at the Galactic Star Cruiser? Like, if you stayed there, just in the chat, say yes or no. I'm curious. We have one yes. We've got a yes, guys. We've got a yes. We've got a wish and a yes. We've got a wish and a yes. We got a wish and a yes. Okay. Like, from your perspective, did you enjoy it? Like, for the people who have done the Galactic Star Cruiser, did anyone actually enjoy it? Is everyone in the chat? The Scar Cruiser. I'm just curious. It was okay. It was okay. That's I look at this thing like, right, when the Galactic Star Cruiser was announced, I was excited. Grian and I, we were gonna do it. We were very excited about it. We were all pumped up that we were going to do it. And you looked at the concept art, it looked great. Like, it looked really exciting. And then, then it came out, right? And they started, this was a problem with Disney lately, is their marketing's been a little wonky. Like, it feels very detached. And you could probably say that about a lot of different properties out there. Some that, you can think of in things that you like right now. You're like, oh yeah, that's been a little weird. It's the same with like Disney when it comes to a lot of their marketing. It's been very detached from like the community, I would say. It's very strange. But anyway, so they had some really weird marketing stuff leading up to it, but it's doing really badly. Like the Galactic Star Cruiser. They've had to, they used to have like 2 dinner shows. They've cut those back to only just doing 1. They've They've cut back on the number of cruises when they consider cruises, because that's like how it's themed, right? The cruise is how many days each session is, because everybody gets in one day and everybody leaves, instead of like a hotel where everybody just comes in and out. The problem with the Galactic Star Cruiser is a few things. The price is a massive hindrance to the success of that. That's a really big one, is the cost of entry. It's very expensive. And right now they're doing a lot of promotions, like up to like 35% off. I think like annual pass porters I saw had like a 30% off. Cast members had like a 50+ off. But at the end of the day, that's still expensive. Like even for just 2 people, it's still, I saw something, it was like 3,500 or something. And I think that'll always plague the Star Cruiser, is that its cost is just outrageous. It's just too expensive. Like times are really tough right now, and like, do people have like at full rack price like 5,000 plus to spend just on like a 2.5 day experience? It's so expensive. And that's what I just don't know. Like I was having this conversation with somebody. I was like, do you think the Star Cruiser will be around in 5 years? And I was like, I don't think in its current iteration it will be. Not in its current way, because you have 2 issues. You have the price, you have the aspect of it that you have to be kind of really into these like role-playing things. And, you know, honestly, some people don't like some of the sequel stuff, and they're like, if it was Darth Vader, I'd be down. So there are those people. Like you have different like amounts, right? Maybe that's a smaller amount, but that's always going to play into it. You have the cost, which is a much bigger amount, and you have the role play amount kind of maybe in the middle of people who are not interested. But at the end of the day, it'll never succeed at these price points. Like, it's just so expensive. And I remember a podcast. It was like one, maybe it was the Diz. I can't remember. It was somebody talking about what they saw the prices were going to be when Iger was still around. And it was like, I think if I remember right, they were talking about it being far less than what, you know, it ended up being under the Chapek era. And it's like, man, what were they thinking? It's so expensive. It's so expensive. Because you got to think about it, right? If you were to say you want to go, you might also want to go to Disney World, or, you know, you probably more than likely have to have plane tickets. And you put that on top of like 5,000 something, and you this and this, it's like, woof. What are they thinking? Oh, Zuma's out. See you later, Zuma. It's just so insanely expensive. How would they fix this? Gosh. Oh, this is one I could fix. Galaxy's Edge in 5 minutes. There are some Galaxy's Edge is amazing, but there's some weird flaws to it that could be easily fixed.
The Wheel of Time? P.S. Don't watch the Amazon show. It's not a good adaptation.
I've heard people talk about the Wheel of Time being amazing in the show, because I tried watching the show, but I just kind of got lost. I didn't really know what was going on. So yeah, that's a good point. Read the books. But that's the problem with the Galactic Star Cruiser, is I don't know personally how to fix it. So, and you can see, like, according to like their statistics, it's just continuing to get less and less people, you know, going and enjoying it. So like they've cut back on staff, they've cut back on cruises. The cutback on staff was huge. They got rid of a lot of staff. Hopefully they moved them to other places and didn't, you know, give them the boot. But I don't know how to fix it, because at the end of the day, it is expensive to run, and what you're getting out of it, is it worth 5,000 something dollars? It's really tough. Let's see, Q&A Scar. What is something I could say to my sister who just bought her first house? Oh, well, that's awesome. I'm glad she got to the point in her life where she got a home. That's really fantastic. What could you say? That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like that's a milestone in any person's, you know, life. Well, not everybody wants a house, but, you know, it's a milestone that some people really like look towards like maybe owning something of their own, and that's really cool. What could you say? I don't know. I would just say you're proud of them. Like they put in a lot of work, I assumed, and you're really proud of their house, and you can't wait for good memories visiting them in their house or something along those lines. Crash House is kind of moving with you. Oh, that's funny. I know like a house is my absolute dream. That's if you ask me what my dream is to be able to afford a house. I had that dream. I remember once like Grian told me, it's like, you know, if you work hard and like you save and all this stuff, like what you're doing, you could probably afford a house. And I was like, really? You think so? This was like in like 2019, and he's like, yeah, just keep working at it and like keep saving like you're doing, and maybe someday that could happen. I'm like, really? And then 2020 happened, and then 2021 happened, and that dream just went.
Shovel 241-bit attacked. X 500.
Shovel 241, thank you so much for the bits. I'm being dramatic right here. But yeah, it was so sad. Like honestly, like looking around where I live now and seeing how much prices went up, it was devastating. Like, because I could see what I wanted and how much it was and how much longer I would need to work maybe to get it, because I've been slowly saving even just like pennies to dollars to tens of dollars for almost 10 years now. Just little bits of money here and there, like, and then seeing like that dream just like evaporate was so devastating. It's so insane where I live. Like a lot of people came out of like the city during like 2020 and like flooded where I live, and the prices just went like I'm talking like 300,000 or more. Like the prices went up. It was shocking, like absolutely shocking. Like how is that even possible? I was so sad. Yeah, rent skyrocketed too. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, Z's, for sure. I guess like, you know, especially, yeah, I don't know. It's, the question is like, is there going to be a correction? Is this just forever? It's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. But yeah, that was such a blow to like morale when that happened. Just insane. Q&A Scar, have any tips for small creators? Ooh, small creators getting into it. I love to see it and I love to hear it. Small creators. So no specific, I suppose, genre. So what's some small creator advice that's not specific to any one thing? That's an interesting question. And I feel like I could take this in a couple different directions, but one direction I want to go to is I watched Casey Neistat. By the way, that man loves New York like nothing else. And it just makes me happy listening to him talk about how much he loves New York. But I was listening to him talk about it, and it's interesting because I've been around on YouTube a very long time. So I've been around on YouTube a very long time, even long before, of course, I even started making videos. And there's been a lot of eras, if you will. So a lot of different eras of content. And so usually what happens is there's usually like a big like YouTuber, right? That comes out with something a little bit different, and then everybody emulates it. Everybody emulates it. So one of the big ones that happened was the Casey Neistat era. And when he started doing his vlogs, a lot of YouTubers started taking pieces of what he did, right? The setting your camera down, you're walking away, and like a lot of different aspects of what he did. And he made the Gorilla Pod and all those things like super famous for vloggers and stuff. What we're currently living through is the Mr. Beast era. So we're kind of in the Mr. Beast era of YouTube. And what that is a lot of like really like, hey guys, what do wee. So like it's a lot of very like fast action, retention is key type of era right now. And so what I mean by saying all of this is that when you start out, please try to not emulate the current trends and stuff like that, because those current trends, if they're already out in the ecosystem, they're on the way out, because there's always the ups and downs of YouTube. So what my advice is to a young creator or just somebody getting started is to actually find what makes you excited to make content, not what you think other people want you to make, if that makes sense. It's how I see like content creation is like, you have to find what makes you happy and what you are, like the authentic, like yourself. And if I tie it back to a podcast I watched of Casey Neistat, he was talking about how like it seems like YouTube has gone through a few phases where it became very corporate, right? So this is also my interpretation. Like YouTube in the last couple of years have also been very corporate. So a lot of, corporations have come in and stuff like that. And there is a sense out there that there's a lot of like desire for like very authentic content again, and not so much of like the flashy overproduced stuff. So like getting back to more like authentic, this is me in front of the camera, it's just me hanging out and not like this giant corporation behind somebody. And when I say giant corporation, that's not to say like Linus Tech Tips, who hires a lot of people, is a giant corporation. Not at all. He's a YouTuber through and through, and that's like an amazing YouTube success story. What I mean by that is just some giant corporation buying up channels and just, Tonight Show nonsense, all of that stuff that kind of came into YouTube that just feels very like un-YouTube. It's just, a repository for, stuff from their other channels and stuff. So I think we're getting back into an era where it's like a little bit more of like the you and like the authenticity of it. Like that's what people seem to like. And that's what I wish there would be more of that coming into YouTube. So when you're thinking about it, really find what's you about it. And it's another great podcast I listened to the other day. It was, I forgot their names. I've only seen 2 other podcasts, but their name escapes me. But it had Doug DeMauro on it from the cars and from his car channel. He does like car reviews, and he was talking about how do I explain it? Like he was talking about his production and how it's just basically just him and his phone.
1-bit attacked. X500. Hi Scar. You and the other hermits have inspired me to start a YouTube channel, and I started playing a survival world with my friend.
Let's see. I'm excited to build the Jedi Temple Mega Base. Dude, that's awesome. But I'm having trouble getting used to the camera. Do you have any tips? Getting used in terms of like talking in front of the camera? That's an interesting one. I would say, you know what you do? This is how I did it. Or at least one of the things that I did. Before I ever started doing YouTube, I commentated me just playing the game. And I would just commentate whatever I was doing. I would play a video game and I would just commentate it. And in my head that I knew there was nobody watching and I could be myself and I could just have fun with it. And eventually it just got more and more easy to do it eventually on a camera. But at the end of the day, it's always going to be hard. It's always going to be tough until you start getting muscle memory and it just becomes regular. So sometimes you just got to fight those demons and you got to be a little uncomfortable, a little bit uncomfortable, and just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Because if you go back to my original videos, you can see that I had a very difficult time talking. I'm like, hello, everybody. We're going to play some Minecraft today in my super awesome Minecraft world. So you just have to get used to it and just know that there's going to be growing pains. That's something I wish I would have known long ago. Was like, you're not going to be great when you start out. That's just the way it is. Nobody's going to be fantastic. So you just have to get more and more and more used to it and just know, like, I got my eye on the prize. I want to get better and I want to get better and better and better. So just always just realize, kind of terrible right now, but I don't want to be terrible. I'm going to continue to better myself over and over and over and over again. That's at least how I did it. But I would definitely start by just commentating, not even recording. Just commentating, not even recording. I think that's some pretty solid advice. I did that when I was first thinking, like, can I do this? Can I do this? Maybe. So yeah. But when I go back to the Doug podcast and him just being him, like it's just him filming it, it's him editing it and stuff like that. Yeah, it was super inspiring because it was like, yeah, like that's like old YouTube, right? That's like old YouTube, the way he does it. It's just him and his camera, which is awesome. I always mess up people's username.
Remember all the happy times we had?
Have you ever thought about doing an art stream? I always have fun ideas like that, but I just never get to it. What I need is a proper like setup, if that makes sense. I need a setup that is designed for Lego or art, because otherwise I realize I'm just never going to do it, right? I'm never going to tear down all of this and move it like 5 feet over and then tear it all down and reset it up for this. I have to have a dedicated area for this, for like an art stream or something like that. That's what I realized. Like, I will never do it unless I have a dedicated area to do it. Otherwise, I'm never going to tear this all down, reset it up, tear it all down, reset it up. Like, I just don't have the energy. I'm barely making it every day. Like, so yeah, when it's easy for me just to go like plug and play like this, then I can do it quite easily. So yeah, that's what I need to focus on. What I need is a new camera. So I need to get a new camera, or additional camera to this one, which I saw this camera that I'm currently using is like half, like not half, but it's a lot cheaper than it was. So I might try to find a used version of it. Actually, I think we've done pretty good with our organization, right? Some of these are like miscellaneous boxes that I actually don't want to break down. And I know that box right there is not going to get sorted. That's another miscellaneous box. So I'm going to pull out the odds and ends from it. Look at this, guys. We actually did pretty good. Look at this. We made some massive progress on this. This will make my next video way easier. Anyway, let me check what chat. Oh yeah, when it someone talk about the house, like, why do I want a house? That's such a great question. I think it's that's a great question. I think there's a multiple like ways you could go about it. It's like there is like a sense of ownership that I think is cool. Like you kind of own something, you kind of make it your own, I guess, suppose. And another thing too would be, I guess for me, like the only space that I have in this house is just my room, right? I have my computer, I have my bed and stuff. Like it would be fun to have like, you know, space to, you know, have other things like I guess what I would say is like, I would love to have this. I'd like to separate my bedroom from my making videos. Because sometimes it feels like you wake up, you go, you know, you work on your stuff and you go to bed. And it's just like back and forth. It's nice to have that separation of those two things. So you can kind of turn off that portion of your brain when you want to go to sleep. So you're not always like focusing on, you know, content and creating this and this and that. So there's lots of little things like that. Bets on when the next Starship launch is gonna be? Dude, I have no idea. Like you listen to SpaceX and they're like, dude, we could launch tomorrow if we wanted to. But then you're like, oh, but FAA is not gonna let ya because of your FTS is not good. Your FTS system is not great. Which is partially, that's also on the FAA a little bit for like approving something that didn't really work.
Nike Togi me bit attacked. X500. Equipment fund, let's go.
Equipment fund, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for the bits. So yeah, when do I think Starship's gonna take off? I would say within 6 months. That's a long ways out, but you have to take into account of a lot of things. It's also me being fairly optimistic. So it's also me being fairly like optimistic at 6 months, I think, because I'm an optimist and I really want to see it fly and succeed. So I say 6 months. Do I think it's realistic? there's a lot of challenges, right? So some challenges I found, because there's people out there that like will over exaggerate one thing and underplay another thing. The truth is always in the middle. And the launch mount looks horrific. Like, the destruction at the launch mount looks horrible. But that's the thing. When I saw that, I was like, that looks really bad. Are they ever going to be able to fly? Are they going to have to tear down the whole thing? But then I remember the one thing I try to keep in mind in my head is that first reactions to things are usually incorrect. So I was like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be open-minded. This looks horrific and looks like they're never going to be able to fly with this current hardware, and they're going to have to tear it all down and rebuild it. Or maybe it's not as bad as I look. So I just decided I'm just not even going to even take an opinion until I hear more. And for the most part, from what actual people that know engineering, aerospace, and all these different things have said, is that the ground hardware looks horrific, but is not quite as bad as it actually looks. So basically what they have to do, fill in the hole. They've already basically done that. Put in new pilings, and then attempt to use this new steel plate pancake thingamabob that SpaceX is talking about to prevent the explosion of concrete, which happened. So you that seems like doable. They're working on that. The launch mount is more intact than it was believed to be. The launch tower is fine. The tanks are going to get replaced to horizontal tanks. And so that part actually seems doable. In the next 6+ months, I think they can fix that and move on to the next test article. But the biggest challenge they're going to have is with the FAA and the FTS system. The FTS system is the system that detonates the rocket in case of something happens. So if a rocket goes off and starts veering towards a populated area, they push the big red button, the rocket explodes. The problem was when Starship took off, besides a myriad of other issues internally to the rocket that happened, the FTS system took 40+ seconds to activate. So by the time they pushed the button, it took 40 seconds. If the vehicle launched from the pad and started veering in a very dangerous way, that would be really, really scary. So they need to make sure that that system goes off when they activate it. They also need to work on, and they've already basically fixed these issues on the future vehicles, because the future vehicles are not using hydraulics. They're using like electric, engines and stuff. So the engines don't use hydraulics to move. That was something that failed on the flight. So there's little things like that that they really need to work on. And the horrific looking launch pad is actually not really the problem, as far as I've tried to look at it and see like what is wrong and when can this fly again. Because I want Starship to succeed. It's going to be exciting when people go back to the moon and stuff. They can't go to the moon until Starship's successful, because that kind of brings the lander. Plus, I don't know, I love hearing scientists talk about all the fun things that they're looking forward to when Starship is operational, like all the incredible like probes and satellites and telescopes they're going to be able to put in orbit. Like, if you ever listen to like the JPL guys like talk about that, they're like, oh my god, we're going to be able to do this, we're going to be able to do that. Like, it's exciting. Like that, I love it when scientists are excited and like passionate about it. It's exciting. But I do have to give a prop to Blue Origin, right? We've talked about Blue Origin a lot. Like, what are you guys doing? You never talk about what you're doing. It's always so secret and stuff. Like, but apparently they have some actual flight hardware now, which is kind of exciting, right? Like, the more competition in the industry, the better for the entire industry. So, like, this, it's hard. It's very difficult to even like vocalize this, because it's so crazy to say, but like SpaceX basically now has a monopoly over everything, where they were the ones fighting the monopoly in the early like 2000s. Like, they were fighting ULA that was trying to sue them from ever getting government contracts and all of this stuff. So now they're kind of like the big dogs, which is just hilarious. It's hilarious to see that. If you've been following SpaceX as long as I have, the very first time I heard about SpaceX was in an Air and Space magazine in 2008. Like, I think it was 2008. It was somewhere around then. And it was crazy, because back then they were like struggling to get any contracts. Like, all the big dogs were constantly holding them down. And now they're kind of the big dogs. So what I mean by that is that Blue Origin and some of these other guys, it is really important that they do that they do get competition. They need competition. They can't be the number one people because look what happened when ULA was the number one. So I'm excited that Blue Origin does get a new Glen off the ground because it's better for everybody if they do. My favorite ride is Indiana Jones.
X500. Have you ever seen the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy? If you have, what are your opinions on it?
All right, I've seen the first one, and I've never seen the following ones. So I really I enjoyed it. Like I really enjoyed it. I got to go to I mentioned this in chats before, but I got to go to the premiere of it. There was a family friend, and they invited me to go long ago when the first one came out. And I got to go to the premiere, not the premiere where like the annoying red carpet and like celebrities were, but the premiere where all the production people were there, the animators, the tech people, the writer, you know, like all those people were at this one. So it was really cool to be at the place where these are like the actual people who animated it and did all the actual work to make it become a reality. So listening to them like talking amongst themselves was really, really cool. And I really liked the movie. It was good. I just never saw the following ones. Yeah, the real people. Yeah. The real people. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. They were really fun. We're gonna push the button. We're gonna push the button, and we're gonna go in the camera account and see if anything is broken. We are gonna see if anything is broken. It's an amazing trilogy. It's something I definitely have to go back to and watch for sure. But I love the first one. Do you like cars or any other vehicles? When I was a kid, I was not a car person. Since then, I've grown like an appreciation, if you will, like for engineering more and more. And I can see like that engineering oops, this isn't actually showing up for you guys. I have like an engineering appreciation for cars. Cars that I do like, I love like, I got this from my brother, but I really like Land Rovers, like Land Rover Defenders and all those things. Like he got me into liking those. This is not working. Azuma! Azuma! Oh no. Oh no. Red alert. We got an emergency. I'm switching over to my other account. Oh no. We're gonna lose those boxes. I am a shulker rescuer on a mission. I'm gonna die. Oh, too fast, too powerful. I was too late. No. No, I was too late. Oh no. What is going on here? This minecart's a little askew. I wonder if it's not like going into these other units. Oh no. That's a lot of resources we just lost. But why is it not functioning? Let me give this one. Let me go outside and see if... Man, we were so close to catching those boxes. Oh man, that's a lot to lose. Huh. Let me see here. Let's give us another push. It looks like it's not filling, right? So, well, I mean, obviously it's not filling. Why it's not filling, I'm not entirely sure. I looked away for 10 seconds. I don't know. Huh. I mean, we could always break the line, right? No, Azuma logged off for the day. He had to go boil his chicken. We could just break this for now, which should fill. Okay, so it's filling now. So maybe Azuma, you can come back and just like see if we can like tweak this a little bit. And then it should be fixed. Move the redstone block. Yeah, I don't want to break it because this worked really well a few minutes ago. It's just like a little glitch in the system. But oh man, we were so close to rescuing those shulkers. But yeah, it should be filling up now. Just pop that in there for now. Yeah, Zuma's just boiling chicken. What happened to the shulkers? They were backed up in the water stream, and we were like literally seconds from saving them from getting despawned. Like seconds. We were seconds away from saving them. We were seconds. You want to see my test world? My voice is completely gone. You want to see my test world? We can see my test world. Oh man, I feel bad about my about those resources, but I don't think it was anything too crazy, so I think it'll be okay. Plus, I have like a ridiculous amount of resources, so I think it'll be good. I'll let that filter in here, so I'll let that do its thing. But at least we have cleared out all of those boxes, so we can start working on getting the getting that set. So that'll be good. That will be good. That will be good. Okay. You want to see my test world? You want to see you where it all started long ago in a great beyond. Do I have it on this Minecraft? I do. I do have it. I do have it. This will be cool. This will be cool. You'll see familiar things here. Oh, whoops. You guys probably want to see what I'm seeing. Hey, there we go. There we go. You can actually see some cool stuff. These are all the variations of the Hawkeye headquarters I was making. I made so many different versions of it. This is like only like a quarter of the times I built the Hawkeye headquarters. You can see like different shapes and stuff like that. This is one of my favorite ways to make something, right? You just start off by boxes like this. You just start off with boxes and you try to add and refine. And unfortunately, there's like not as many of them in this world. I actually started on another world, and you can see like lots of fun stuff in here. Like for instance, this is when I was trying to make the top of the season 7 castle, and I'm like trying to figure out like the shape of it. I don't know if I actually finished it. Oh yeah, I just made like the basic shape of it, and then in the world I built it and stuff like that. So this was like me just trying to get like an idea of like what it would look like in the end. Like here's Skara. Like I was trying to like make Scar, like trying to figure out like what Scar would actually like look like. This is literally how big the plant was at first. And then when I actually built it in the world, I built it like 10,000 times bigger. I think when Scar was actually built in the actual world, it has a better face. I think I redesigned the face like in the world. Like it has like better like curls of the lips and stuff like that, if that makes sense. These are things that I just made for fun. These are things I made for fun a long time ago. Oh, these are funny. These are like glass houses when I was trying to figure out how to make a glass house. Eventually, obviously, like... So this is like in season 6, right? When I made Ghostly Glass, I made a test build of it here just to get a feel for like what works and what doesn't. And then I built the one in the world. The one in the world is like 10 times this size. So you can kind of get an idea of like, I just want to take the idea out of my head and like build it and just kind of see what it looks like before committing to it in creative. These are a lot of things that have never seen the light of day. These were all supposed to be in Scarland, my original world. So yeah, oh, here's the stuff from season 4. So like you could see how I'm just like testing out lots of different cranes, right? So I started out with like 1, and then I built like 5, just trying to find like the right rhythm, the right like sizes and stuff like that. Tango, this is I built this. Can anyone guess what this is? Rascal, well done. Everybody give Rascal a hug. So in season 4, Tango made the worst thing he has ever made in his entire life, was called the Tangler. It was horrific. My video from that should be burnt. I have never gotten so frustrated with a thing in Minecraft in my entire life. The Tangler was horrible. It was the worst 9 hours I've ever spent in Minecraft, or however long I was stuck in it. But Tango wanted me to make some kind of like, just something for the top, right? And he said like when he got back from work, I mean, it's a long time ago. This is when Tango wasn't full time. He's like, let's do something together. It was the first time I ever did anything with Tango, which was really cool. This was back in season 4, 2016. And I remember like, okay, well, he's going to be home for work in like 3 or 4 hours. So let me just start coming up with something. And I just started making these little things, and I sent him this screenshot, and he's like, yeah, let's do whatever that is. And obviously it doesn't look like this in the world exactly, because we built it together in the world, but this was just like, what's in my head? Let me get it out in paper. So basically the test world is that. What's in my head? Let me build it, try to figure out what it looks like in the world. So yeah, you can see all sorts of fun stuff. Like, these are all the times I tried to build the train station. Like, I tried so many different ideas for train stations, and like none of them, like the colors and the structures just like didn't really work. They just didn't really work. Lots of different like house designs. A lot of these you probably have never seen in a video or anything. I was trying different tent designs and stuff like that. Different boats, lots of different little boat designs. These go back to 2014. These boats, I built this boat in Scarland in 2014. Lots of tree designs. You can see like lots of like, you know, me just trying to learn how to build like trees, which eventually turned into the elven tree. So like I couldn't get it like going. I tried so many different versions. So you could see like I just started out with dirt like so, and then, you know, just tried different versions. Some failed, obviously, like that. I don't even know what I was doing with that. Oh, look at this. This was like the test article I did for the Big Dig, right? I was just trying to get like size proportions where the drill would be. I really failed at that drill design. Really design. Oh, these are things. Actually, some of that stuff will be in a video at some point. I don't know. Lots of stuff. You can see how like it's just a lot of tests. A lot of tests. Like the Witch's Tower for season 7. So obviously not everything comes out right the first time. You can see how awful that looked, and then I kind of worked on this one a little bit more, and obviously the one in the world's quite a bit different looking than even this. It's a little bit smaller at the top, a little bit more pointy. It looks a lot better than that actually. But yeah, that was just kind of like trying to pull the idea out of my head. Some greenhouse designs I worked on. But yeah, it's kind of wild. All the different Larrys I tried. So many different Larrys. Look at all my different Larrys. You can see I originally had one of them as orange, but I couldn't get enough acacia wood for that. So I'm like, that's actually a solid Larry. I really like that one, but I couldn't do it because... Oh, I like the ladder too. That would have been way better. Why didn't I build the ladder? Why did I build the ladder? That looked way better. That looked way better than what I built. That looked way better than what I built in the actual game. But Larry's classic. Apparently I had fun with bees. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. This was a failed prank on False from season 6. Oh my gosh. I never did this. I don't even remember the exact context of it, but I was going to make a catfish for her little undersea area. But why was I gonna make a catfish? I can't remember, but I was trying to like put a cat on a fish's body. Oh man, you guys are seeing something that has never seen the light of day. Oh, that's hilarious. Look, I was trying to figure out like the box dimensions for it. It's not a bad fish from 26. And there's a cat box for like literally no reason. There is actually a cat box. Well, there you go, guys. You've seen some weird stuff. Let's see what else we got. These are all very, very old. This is honestly when I was just trying to learn how to build. I would just build lots of things. If anyone remembers what these were from, well, you get a pat on the back for that, because that's a rare one. Do you want to see the one time I tried to build something Mumbo built? This is before I ever met Mumbo. I tried to build his elevator because I wanted it for my tree build in Scarland, so I didn't have to go up the ladder. And I was like, wow, look at this guy, like his boats and hose, like he's really cool. I want to build this elevator, and it didn't work. I don't know whatever this was, it did not work. You know, I was like, maybe I'm just not cool. I don't have any boats and hose. So, oh look, I tried different versions of a cherry. Lots of different little shapes and sizes to it. So yeah, this is the test world. I take ideas from my head and implement it. God only knows why I made an ice cream cone. This is the original, like trying to learn how to make roller coasters. Wow. Wow. That's an oldie. That's an oldie. That's an oldie for sure. Oh my gosh. Do you want to hear a secret? A secret about a series that ended when I had a bunch of cool builds for it. Back in the day, I was on a series called Kingdomcraft. And it was Iskel and Stress and Red and Cub and a whole lot of other wonderful people. And I was only on there for a very short amount of time. And I remember getting sick, and while I was sick, I worked on some designs. And these were some of the things I was going to build in Kingdomcraft. Like that was something I was going to build, which is a solid build, by the way, for 2015-ish. And these were like the barns I was going to build. Like, so I just, you know, obviously they're unfinished because they're like a pensive or whatever. I just pull out an idea and just see if it'll work or not. So yeah, these were supposed to get built in the horse area. But obviously that series ended, so there's another secret for you. There's another secret for you. Yeah, you can fly around here forever and find all sorts of... I really like this house. I like that one. That would have been popular in 2013. I know I could have been a much more successful YouTuber if I just like made content instead of just build all of these houses that would have been really successful on YouTube. Instead, I didn't, and yeah. I'm not a great YouTuber, but I like making Minecraft builds. Oh my gosh. This is the first time I ever tried to make a train. I know, it looks like a toddler tried to make it. I know, it's embarrassing. This is when I tried to make a tree farm and I was like, what are the dimensions of a tree? What are the dimensions? Oh, here's me trying to come up with ideas and like, you know, structure ideas for the clubhouse in Hermitcraft season 6, the golf course area. So yeah, that was just like an area, right? Just try to get some ideas on what it would look like. I think this is vastly different the way it turned out actually in game. I think there was like the floor dipped down, and yeah, it was quite a bit different. So yeah, lots of fun stuff in here. Oh, here's me trying to make the B-52 bomber for Area 77. So you can see lots of shapes, lots of failed shapes, that is. Lots of fails. This was a bomb for Demise. It never worked. I tried. I did my best. Different ideas for my factory in season 6. Oh, over here I was trying to do just some like test builds for Area 77 again. Just trying to get like ideas of what the hangars could look like. This is where I built the Disney, the one chunk Disney builds. One of my favorite videos. Barely got any views, but I still loved it. I still loved it. This is seriously one of my favorite things I've ever built. It's a mini version of Galaxy's Edge. So you got the Millennium Falcon down here. You have that little air traffic control tower. You have the spires. It's one of my favorite builds. Small World, Big Thunder Mountain, Jungle Cruise. These obviously look better in the world because like this one actually has like a Big Thunder Mountain vehicle in it and stuff. And then the train station, of course. It looks like a Twitch logo. It looks like the Twitch logo. These were ships. I was just trying to make ships, and eventually one day I needed a UFO, and I'm like, hey, UFO outfitters. There's UFO outfitters. So yeah, this place goes on and on. On and on. There's just eras in it. I wish I had more in here. Like recently, if I do a lot of test builds, I'll just download the Hermitcraft world download and then do the tests in there, which doesn't really chronicle like my journey of building, which I really regret. I tried to make the up house right here and it didn't work. So not everything always works, everybody. Not everything always works. You got to remember that. Life is full of trial and error. Nothing ever comes easy. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh. See, a lot of times, like, especially like in this era, like I would just like build out the idea, screenshot it, and then build it in the world, but like, go in different directions. So it's not exactly like this in season 6, but.
X500. I liked the one chunk build. Also, how big is a chunk?
I was gonna do a haunted mansion one that I never finished. Oh, that's cool. It's 16. I think it's 16. Maybe. Hey, this is when Scar learned world edit. You can see back there in all those years, like I had no idea how to use world edit. And then this one arrow's like, everything floats in the air now. Scar learned world edit. Oh, I think that's hilarious. I love coming over here and it's like, Scar learned world edit. Oh, dude, look at the different versions of the hat shop I made. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I was making shapes for Aquatown here. Like trying to like build like shapes of houses and stuff. And there's yeah, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I love how many times I tried to build that tree. Like look at how many times. Like all the different times I like tried to make my elven tree.
X500. My friend, you are harder on yourself than anyone else. We think the world of you.
Oh, I appreciate that, Turkle. I very much appreciate that. Thank you for the bits. Oh my, as you can tell throughout like the world, you can see how like some builds just don't work, and you can see it, like they just don't work. They don't work. You try. This is the one time I nailed it the first time, and I'm always so proud of this. I nailed these dragonflies the first time I tried the test build.
Thanks for the stream. You kept me company while I meal prepped.
Oh, awesome. What did you make? Well, first of all, thank you for the bits. Very much appreciate it. I want to know what you made. Oh, and here's some pumpkins. Well, I guess there's like a couple different pumpkin designs. But here's a case of like, not every build works out. You try and you play around with it and it doesn't work. You move on. So, doesn't always come easy the first time, the third time, the 8th time, the 10th time, but eventually after a lot of trial and error, like you do get there. That's a funny house. That's a funny house. This was originally the design for the magical village. It was just going to be a series of mushroom houses, but the clashing colors, it just didn't work. So I went off in a different direction. Different chest monsters, trying different designs and stuff like that. Trying different things for it. That's pretty accurate to what was actually in the world, I think. It's maybe a little bit bigger inside. I might have made it a little taller once I was in the world. Different versions of my portal from season 6, just trying different shapes. I don't know why it made a mini runway. I don't even know what any of this stuff is. This is redstone with Scar. Oh, dude, that's amazing. I don't even know what that was for, but it's super cool. Oh, I love that. Neat. Oh, here's my test build to see if it was gonna work to make the portal from season 6 in the pirate area. Obviously, the one in the world looks so much better than this, but you know, I had an idea and I wanted to see if it would work, so I just tried to give it a little go. Luckily, the one in the world looks 1,000 times better than that. Luckily, I nailed it once I actually built it. One claim of fame to me in Minecraft, besides inventing the chest monster term, was I built the first Adobe house in Minecraft. That's a solid house. See, this is what I'm saying. If I would have actually leaned into building like house tutorials, like into more into like 2013 and stuff like that, channel probably would have been way more successful. Like refining this design and actually making it ready for a video, that would have done so well back then. But you know, I'm an awful YouTuber. I like to build, not good at that side of YouTube. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this little peek in memory lane of our time like building in Minecraft. That was fun. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. That was sweet. That brought back a lot of memories. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming out to today's boring stream. I hope I bored you all to death. And thank you so much for the bits, the resubscriptions, the brand new subscriptions. Mods can't do without you. And if you're a new follower, welcome to the stream. Welcome. If you're a regular, you know I appreciate you. You know I love you. So thank you so very much. And yeah, so let's see who's out in the wonderful worlds of Twitch, who we can raid. Who's out there? Who's a mystery? Who's a mystery person?
As Sam.
Ah, turn that off. Okay. The homepage is always turning on now when I turn it on. Is that a wild and a courageous impulse? We can raid impulse. Let's raid impulse. If I can find the right button. Let's see if I do it better than the other day. There we go. Sweet. Awesome. Well, there we go, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope you had a good time, or a boring time, that is. And once again, like, thank you so much for the support. It does mean an absolute ton. But anyway, let's go raid Impulse. Goodbye.